and coverage. We forge personal relationships necessary
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Everything's good.
All right. Well, welcome to Greenbrier. I'm J.B. Brazil alongside me. Excuse me. Welcome to Clarksville. We are Greenbrier. Hey, I'm J.B. Brazil alongside me, Matt McJunkins. We wanted to go on. I know you guys are wondering why we're a little late. We're just about set to get the fans into the stadium. We're in a lightning delay. They said it would be about 30 minutes, Matt. So kickoff will probably be within 30, 35 to 40 minutes from now.
Quicker than that, I think. I just got a
Really?
text that said possibly just a 10-minute warm-up.
Wow. Well, that certainly would get things going.
I would bet the next 20 to 30 minutes we'll be going.
Well, shoot, Matt. Let's just go ahead and get started into our pregame then.
Let's do it.
We're glad you're here along with us. We got a fun night of football ahead. Greenbrier Panthers. And I tell you, Matt, Clarksville, they're 1-3 on the year. We've seen that. They lost to Ozark on the road or at home against Ozark. Lost to Mina, beat Pottsville, but they had trouble against Valonia last week. Lost 49-7. They were down 49-0 at half.
Yes.
Coming in here against Greenbrier, they're at home in this one, but you got a feeling that Greenbrier it's going to be a little difficult for them tonight as well.
Well, it's honestly the rain is to the advantage of Clarksville because they don't throw the ball. But we have, even though we do throw it a lot, we're balanced and we have had a lot of success on the ground. So I think that we'll still be fine. I think that we'll be able to run the ball, and I think that our defense will be ready for this spinning offense. They've got a real unique offense where they spin in the backfield.
Clarksville's coached by Chris Buckner. He's 13-38 all-time here at Clarksville. Tell you, he's coming off 2 years in a row where they've had their best mark since joining the 5A West. 4-win seasons both in 19 and 2020. They're trying to pick up on that momentum. They returned 14 starters from a year ago, 7 on the offensive side, 7 on the defensive side. They've got a lot that they're bringing to the table. They've struggled here, sputtered a little bit late, but they've also had quite a few tough competition here early in conference play with Valonia and now Greenbrier tonight.
Yeah, it's tough. Valonia's got a really good offense. Valonia's got a great offense. They're putting up a lot of yards, a lot of points, especially passing the ball. And who did Clarksville start out with? Do we know?
They played at home against Ozark.
Ozark, yeah, and that's a smaller school, but it's a good school. And of course, Mina's always a pretty good 4A school. But they're always gonna come out and give us a contest. That run game can be tricky to defend. But I think we'll be fine. I really think that we'll put this one away early.
Well, I certainly hope so. We're going to talk about that a little bit later in the broadcast, Matt, just looking at the statistics for both sides. Clarksville's a heavy run offense. That's predominantly what they go to. Greenbrier coming into this one, Matt, they're 4-0, 1-0 in conference play. They beat a good Morrilton team at home. Morrilton gave us some scares early in that one, I tell you, Matt, but Greenbrier put that one away. Greenbrier beat BB to begin the season 45-17. They won on the road at Batesville 44-10. The closest game they've had was an 8-point game against Arkadelphia, which didn't feel all that close throughout the majority of the game, but Arkadelphia came back and made it a ball game.
It seemed like, going into halftime, we had a little bit of comfort just because we were up 15, but we knew we were getting the ball. We get the ball back, we score. We're up 3 scores, right? So it feels like we've got this thing in the bag. And we end up by 2 with what? Half a quarter left?
Yeah, not much. They scored 3 touchdowns unanswered, 20 unanswered points, cut it down to 2. Greenbrier escaped with a win at home. And then last week beat Morrilton 48-13. Even though that score was a lot, Morrilton really, through the first quarter, they won that through 1 quarter of play. Obviously, Greenbrier ran away in the final 3 quarters to win that one. So Greenbrier's 4-0. They're 96-58 all-time under Coach Randy Tribble. Greenbrier's played Clarksville 9 times in the modern era of 5A football, and Greenbrier owns 8 of those wins. They're 8-1 against Clarksville ever since Clarksville's joined 5A.
Yeah.
You look at Greenbrier. They returned 13 starters from a year ago, and a lot of skill guys, a lot of good players. The guys that come to mind, we've talked about this before, Matt, the guys that come to mind, Cooper Wilcox,
Sure.
Garner McElhenney, Jacob Mathis, some of those seniors, those guys. McElhenney's not a senior, I don't believe.
No, he's a junior.
But you got Mathis, who was a key guy last year.
Nick
Wilcox, Hewitt. I mean, you look at Mathis and Hewitt both playing both sides of the ball. Those guys are key guys that you're going to lose next year because you're losing two guys that play both sides of the field.
That's right. Thatcher Strack's another one. There's no doubt that this senior class is special. They've got a different work ethic about them. They have a great unity, a great leadership, and don't be shocked to see this team go very far in the playoffs. And also, I mean, we have a legit opportunity to run the Borden Conference. Now, hey, it's not going to be easy. We're certainly going to have 3 or 4 tests, real tests. But there is not a team we play that we don't have confidence in beating.
That's right. I've said this before many times. This Greenbrier team, it's really going to come down where will the defense take us. We know our offense has had answers. We know special teams has played well. Defense, really the only time we haven't seen it was against Arkadelphia. Right. We saw some holes in that defense.
Sure.
That's where the question mark is going to be answered. If we can play really well on defense the rest of the year, we're going to be unstoppable.
Absolutely.
Well, you look at Greenbrier in this Clarksville matchup. Clarksville hadn't beat Greenbrier since 2013. That was 8 years ago. It's been 8 years since Clarksville's beaten us.
Golly, it's crazy,
it is. That's a long time. It reminds you of the A&M Arkansas rivalry. 9 years in a row, A&M beat the Hogs. The Hogs obviously won this year. That's a long time. You think some of these kids for Clarksville, if you're Greenbrier, some of these kids were in middle school and below since the last time Clarksville beat them.
That's wild, man. It's wild.
So coming into this, when we look at the standings, Greenbrier's tied for first place with Farmington and Bologna. Harrison's in 5th place in the conference only because of that loss to Farmington. Farmington came back from behind 25 points to win the game.
We were in Bologna that night, and it was just like a shock, I mean, nobody expected that to happen.
Yeah, I mean that's one of those things. But Farmington's kind of one of those Cinderella teams, so to speak. That's probably not a fair assessment.
Oh,
they're a little underrated.
I misunderstood what you said. You were talking about last week.
Yeah, Farmington and Harrison.
No, I said we're in Bologna. Last year, Clarksville knocked off Moulton at the end of the season.
Right.
I'm sorry, I misheard you.
No, I was talking about Farmington and Harrison last week.
They were up. Harrison's up 35-10. And the reason I got distracted, we're trying to fix the audio here.
Yeah, we are. There's a lot of different things.
Yeah, if you can't hear us very well, let us know. Shoot us a text if you've got our number so we know we've got it turned up like we normally do. But anyway, back to what you're saying. 35-10 at the half, and Farmington blocks 2 punts, gets an interception on the last drive, and they win 36-35. They shut that Harrison team down in the second half, which is just pretty darn impressive. From what I've heard about Harrison is that they're better in every position on the field except at quarterback, which we know Cole Keelan was a quarterback last year, very special quarterback. He's at Harding now, but Farmington beating them, it's kind of makes it feel like the conference is a little more level now.
Sure.
We're going to find out a lot about Farmington and Bologna tonight.
Certainly. We certainly are. And, looking again at this overall standings, Clarksville was picked to finish 6th. They're sitting in 7th spot right now. That will, we'll see as things shake up, down the stretch of the season. Things might shake up and look a little differently. Greenbrier's picked 3rd.
Yep.
They're tied for 1st at the moment. There's a lot that can change, a lot of football to be played still.
Yeah, we were tied for 3rd coming into the season and also like 13th. And now I think we're 4th or 5th.
Wow.
Yeah, we're up there.
Well, look good. We're going to hit a break. I tell you, Matt. When we come back, we're going to look at the team stats, how they match up, how they line up against each other, and when we get back, we'll talk about that. So, we'll hit a break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Baking is just the beginning. Here, we take care of each other, making the community we all share even stronger, so people in Arkansas can build a life, buy a home, run a business, and more. Strength in numbers and neighbors. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
Insurance policies can be confusing. Oftentimes you settle for the minimum coverage required without considering what truly needs to be protected. At American Safeguard Insurance, our job is to make sure you understand exactly what you need. We'll help protect your assets and get you the best price so you have peace of mind when it matters most. Whether it's actively looking for savings or gaps in coverage, we forge personal relationships necessary to give you confidence that you're covered no matter what the situation. Don't wait for the worst case scenario to find out if you're covered. Experience more coverage, more savings, and more service with American Safeguard Insurance.
What do you do when you have electrical problems? Need new electrical installation? Or need to add security and datacom to your home or office? I tell you what I do. I call Greenbrier Electric Security and Datacom, a family-owned and ran business with over 70 years combined experience, specializing in residential, commercial, and industrial service. No matter the job, how big or small, just give them a call at 501-679-3393. Greenbrier Electric Security and Datacom. They'll keep the lights on.
Hello, this is Freeman Collier with Collier Roofing, right here in Greenbrier, Arkansas. We are a master certified roofing company. We do shingle roofing, metal roofing, and seamless gutters. If there's a project you have coming up, please call us at 501-733-5163. Go Panthers!
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Greenbrier Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
And we're back here inside of Clarksville Stadium.
They just announced, JB, there's not going to be like a pregame like the normal festivities.
Right.
Just going to warm up and go.
Playing here at Matheny Field here in Clarksville, the Clarksville Panthers. Let's look at the stats for both teams thus far into the season, Matt. You look here at Greenbrier, 32 of 58 for 621 yards passing, 8 touchdowns, no interceptions. Greenbrier averages 155 passing yards a game.
Wow.
Look at this against Clarksville.
No interceptions is so impressive.
That's impressive. Well, you look at them. They're 18 of 42, 213 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. They average 53 yards per game. Greenbrier averages about 3 times the amount of passing yards a game.
And we haven't thrown the ball that much this year.
We really haven't.
Because we've been so successful running it.
So coming in, if you're watching this at home, this game against Clarksville, it's going to be a heavy run offense for the Clarksville Panthers.
Yeah,
expect
for sure.
that. They've got some key guys we're going to look at as we're getting closer to game time. Remember, we only have a 10-minute warm-up time, so we're about 8 minutes, close to 8 minutes away from kickoff.
They're going to run that single wing, JB, and they're going to do a lot of funky stuff in the backfield where they spin around, head it off, try to go reverse field on it, and just try to kind of catch you off guard. But we're expecting us to run the ball a lot because of the wet conditions. But with this field, with the fields the way they are now, with this turf, we could still throw the ball.
Certainly. In looking at it, that's going to be one of those things. I feel like if you're Tribble, stay with the game plan. Keep doing what you've been doing. Cooper's warming up with Coach Bertram down on the field. Again, as we continue with the stats, Greenbrier had 124 carries this year for 1,048 yards, 18 touchdowns. Greenbrier averages 262 yards a game on the ground. Clarksville, they've had 170 carries. They've had about 1,013 yards, 9 touchdowns. They average 253 yards. That's 9 yards less than Greenbrier per game. If that shows you, they're a heavy run offense.
Heavy run. And, the reason that we're heavy run is this year, which we've been balanced, but the reason we've run it as much as we have is because we can. We've been able to. And the fact is, you don't throw it. If you can run the ball without any issues, you would never throw the ball.
That's exactly right. Certainly. You're going to do whatever can put you in the best opportunity to win. They found success running the ball. They've got the skills guys for that. That's what they focused on. Buckner likes that. Greenbrier averages 417 yards a game. That's a total offense. And Clarksville averages about 100 yards less than that, 306.
Yeah.
Again, that comes down to the teams that you've played. Clarksville's played some tough guys, Valoni, but as has Greenbrier. Greenbrier's played Arkadelphia. Yeah, they've played Batesville and BB. But they've played some good teams. Arkadelphia and Morrilton probably the top two that they've played thus far. And that Arkadelphia game was tough, wasn't it?
It was. It was what you call a dog fight.
I don't think Arkadelphia ever led that game, but it was
never
back and forth.
Greenbrier, I don't believe has last week is the only time we've been behind in a game, and it was after the first score of the game.
Against Morrilton, yeah. Well, looking again here, Greenbrier, they've got 48. They average 48 points a game of offense. They give up about 22 points a game. You look at Clarksville. They average 16.5 points a game, and they give up about 26.75 points a game. Looking at that, they average giving up 10 more points a game to their opponents. Greenbrier's outscored their opponents by 26 points a game. If that kind of gives you a little comparison between the two. Again, that comes back to Clarksville being a heavy run game. Makes it a lot of fun.
We're just pretty good this year. We've got a really good football team.
We certainly do. As we look to the player stats now, getting closer to kickoff, a little bit under 5 minutes away now for kickoff. For those of you just joining us, we had a lightning delay, put us back about. Well, to even get started, they just let the fans come into the stadium about 10 minutes ago. Starting to pile in now here in the second conference game of the year on the road here at Clarksville.
So, JB, just looking at some scores, since other games have already started.
That's right.
Harrison's up on Alma 7-0. Valonia's beating Farmington 7-0. Arkadelphia's down to Robinson 7-0.
Robinson's good.
Yeah, they're good. And then Conway's up on North Little Rock right now 7-0. So some
I
early
wonder if
scores.
that score will hold.
I think that it's going to be a tight one on all of those, except, I don't think Harrison Alma will be. But, I think that Arkadelphia-Robinson game could be a great one. I think the Conway-North Little Rock game is going to be a good one.
Fun to watch.
And then, it'll be interesting to see if Farmington can keep up with Valonia, because Valonia's offense is super impressive. I'll tell you something else, too. Greenbrier's thrown the ball, I want to say, how many times did you say we've thrown the ball?
31 times this year. Or 56 times.
Yeah.
31
We've
receptions.
thrown it 56 times. Valonia's thrown it over 100, like 112, 115.
That's right.
So they've thrown it twice as much as we have. So they're definitely a pass-heavy team. And a night like this could be tough for them.
Certainly could be. As we looked at the player stats getting closer to kickoff, Cooper Wilcox, he's the leading passer for this Greenbrier team. He runs the offense. The seniors, 31 of 56. That's a 55% completion rating or completion percentage for 618 yards, 8 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's tough. That's great. On the other side, Bryce Buckner, he's the quarterback for Clarksville. He's also the coach's son. He's 18 of 38. That's a 47% clip, 213 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions.
Yes.
They have 4 turnovers as a team. Greenbrier's only turned the ball over 3 times. Now we go to the rushing. Cooper Wilcox leads that as well.
Yeah.
He's got 34 carries for 345 yards. He has 9 touchdowns. He scored 17 of Greenbrier's touchdowns this season. That's pretty impressive. Nick Hewitt has 43 carries on the year. He's second right behind him with 324 yards, 3 touchdowns for Nick Hewitt. Eli Weaver's had 15 carries for 187 yards, 3 touchdowns. Dawson Spencer, 13 touches, 102 yards, 3 touchdowns. Kane Griffin, Matthew Garrett have 43 yards and 26 yards respectively.
Go
ahead.
I was just going to say, a lot of these guys, we split up our carries between so many different people because all of these guys are such great defensive players. Dawson Spencer, who was our player of the game last Friday night, has been an excellent linebacker. And then he comes in and he gives Nick and Eli, a break in the backfield. It's
right.
Well, we say that, but it's really not a break because it's kind of split between them. So I don't know who's giving who a break. Usually we'll start out with Nick, who is also an excellent defensive player. I mean, he's an all-state linebacker.
Certainly.
And then Eli Weaver, who we've seen who's super electric running the ball, is also a great defensive player.
Sure is. We've got 3 running backs that are tough to watch out. Spencer, Hewitt, and Weaver. Those are the guys that really add another dimension to our backfield and our offense. But if we look over to the side, I mean, we know Clarksville's a heavy rush offense. They have just about as many yards as Greenbrier this year, Matt. They got some guys to watch out for. Arthur Alvarez is the big guy you think of. He's got 67 carries for 431 yards, 1 total touchdown. But he has 2 100-yard games this year. He's tough.
The kicker is that they have just as many, almost as much rushing yards, but not total.
That's exactly right. Bryce Buckner, the quarterback, he's second in rushing on the team. He's got 52 carries for 210 yards, 6 total touchdowns for him on that. Cash Walker had 94 yards of total yardage rushing the ball, 1 touchdown. Juan De La Rosa, 6 carries, 82 yards. Jacob Buckner, brother to Bryce Buckner, he's got 29 carries, 139 yards. Their top receivers, Shane Edgeman, he's got 6 receptions for 60 yards, no touchdowns. Arthur Alvarez, 4 receptions, 58 yards. Alvarez is going to be the guy to watch.
Is he the big kid? Number 7?
I'm really not sure.
There's a number 7 that I saw.
That's Bryce Buckner. That's the QB.
Okay, so I saw him rushing with the ball a while ago, which I guess he just took. I was thinking it might have been a direct snap, but it's just the quarterback.
Arthur Alvarez is number 13. He's going to be the running back for them.
But 7's, the quarterback, he's a big kid.
He certainly is. 6 foot 225.
Yeah.
As we finish it out, the receiving yardage for Greenbrier this year, Carter McElhaney leads the way, and by a good little bit. He's got 11 receptions for 242 yards, 3 touchdowns. Thatcher Strack, 7 receptions, not to be outdone. He's got quite a few as well, 163 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jacob Mathis, 6 receptions for 113, 2 touchdowns. Reed Nixon, he's got 5 receptions, 42 yards, no touchdowns. As we're getting set for football, Matt.
Looks like we're going to get the ball.
Well, there we go. We're just about set for football. Clarksville's huddled up. They're getting set to approach the field and kick the football away. Before we get going, Matt, quickly, what's your keys to the game?
Oh, I'd say just don't fumble. Hang on to the ball.
It's wet.
That's right. No interceptions, no fumbles, and score quick. Score early, score quick. I think if we can get on the board early, we'll be fine.
Well, we're just about set for football as Clarksville getting set to kick the football away. And here at game time here in Clarksville, it's 72 degrees, rainy. We're going to see rain throughout the night, so still a pretty heavy rain coming down. Here we go. For Clarksville, they approach the football. It's a little squib kick, going to be taken on a fair catch at the 25-yard line by Greenbrier. That was Keaton Whitley who downed it, and Greenbrier will start their possession at their own 25-yard line. Just underway, man, after the kickoff was called for a fair catch. And Greenbrier.
We're only 20 minutes behind. It seemed like it might be a pretty long delay, but able to get out here just 20 minutes after the original time. And here comes the Greenbrier offense. They're getting ready to come out and get things rolling here.
Cooper Wilcox, he'll be in the shotgun formation. Nick Hewitt will be in the backfield with him. He'll have 2 receivers split to the right side into the boundary. Twins to the left side, open side. We're just about set for the first play from scrimmage after the kickoff. 25-yard line, Greenbrier will start with the football. Clarksville starts with a 3-man front. Wilcox trying to draw the hard count. Clarksville, very disciplined, did not jump into the neutral zone. Wilcox gets the snap. He'll give it to Hewitt left side. Got room, all kinds. Across the 30, 35. Got the first down. Still on his feet at the 40. Rumbles down to the 44-yard line. That's a big carry there for Hewitt. 19 yards, and Greenbrier moves the chains.
Well, we've known just from what we've seen this year, and not just this year, but years before, that you're going to tackle him, you better get him low, and you better hang on.
Shotgun formation, Wilcox. Empty setback. Twins to both the left and right side. Wilcox, little toss play end around to McElhaney. Trying to get to the edge. Clarksville heavy pursuit. That's a good defensive stop there for the Clarksville Panthers. A 1-yard gain there. There was a lot of movement, a lot of yardage, but it wasn't a whole lot north to south.
No, they really tried to spread the field right there and just ran out of room.
2nd down and 9. Greenbrier's got it, well, about the 46-yard line. Wilcox in the shotgun formation, single setback. He gets the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it left side. Got a little bit of room across midfield, carrying tacklers. He's going to be right near a first down. They're going to mark him down at the 46, well, the 45-yard line of Clarksville. That might be enough to move the chains, Matt.
Yeah, it's going to be probably just a little less than a yard short.
They're going to spot it at the 46-yard line. Clock rolling, 3rd down and about a yard. Well, now they move the ball. They move to the 45. That moves the chains. That's a first down. You know, I was looking at the down judge there on the sideline there, judge. That's a first down for Greenbrier, and they move the sticks again. Shotgun for Wilcox. Gets a snap, looks to the right side. Quick pass over to Nixon. That's a first down, or actually near a first down, out at the 39-yard line. And it brings up 2nd down and about 4.
Yeah, good pass. Looked like Cooper got hit right as he threw it and got it to Nixon. Nixon is a sure-handed receiver.
Wilcox, quick pass, screen pass to the outside. Nixon again. He's got the first down. Cuts out. Cuts back at the 35. He'll get inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
You know, that's just what I was saying about Reed. He's such a good-handed receiver. He just don't drop many balls.
1st and 10, Wilcox in the shotgun formation, single setback. Trips to the left side. That's the open side. Single receiver into the boundary. They give to Hewitt, left side. He's inside the 30. Spin move. They'll wrestle him down at the 25-yard line. Good tackle there from Clarksville. Brings up 2nd down and about 5.
You know, a good first down gain. 5 yards, you're halfway there.
2nd and 5. Wilcox in the pistol this time with Nick Hewitt in the backfield with him. He gets the snap. Gives it to Hewitt up the middle. They'll wrestle him down around the 20-yard line, but that looks like that might be enough for another first down.
It's going to be real close, JB. I think it's just short.
They're going to give it. They're going to say he's about a half-yard short. It'll bring up 3rd down and literally about a half-yard, man.
Yeah, it is.
Wilcox pistol formation. Hewitt back there with him. We might see him give it off or keep it himself. Here we go. 3-man front. They load the box, Clarksville. Loose football. Wilcox picks it up. He's going to have to tuck it and run. He's going to the outside edge. That's a first down in the red zone. Lowers his shoulder at the 13. Clarksville with a big hit. That was Arthur Alvarez, the running back. Nice tackle to move Wilcox out of bounds, but that's a big first down.
Yeah.
Wilcox making a little something out of nothing.
Yeah, that's right. We got in a little trouble there with the ball on the ground. He was able to pick it up and had the vision to get it out wide.
They'll roll him,
the first down.
They'll roll him down to the 12. You're going to see that a lot, Matt, with it being wet out there.
Sure.
Pistol formation again. There's a single receiver to the open side. Bunch formation into the boundary. Wilcox gets the snap. He'll give it off to Hewitt, left side, trying to find a hole. Cuts back inside the 5, near the goal line. They'll roll him down around the 2-yard line. Greenbrier is rumbling, and they're knocking on the door.
Yeah, he's down there. He's real close. You know, we're just, like you said, knocking on the door. Look like we're going to make it a chance to punch it in right here.
Just inside the 2-yard line. 3rd down. They'll give it up the middle to Hewitt. Lowers his shoulder into the end zone. Touchdown, Greenbrier. Nick Hewitt from 2 yards out, and the Greenbrier Panthers strike first.
Hey, it's a great opening drive right there. Able to throw the ball a couple times. Had some good passes there, but, you know, just using this run game in this wet weather to capitalize.
No question about it. Bradley Turnage on to attempt the extra point. The snap is good, the hold is good, and the kick is good as well. Greenbrier takes a 7-0 lead, and we're going to hit a break. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
are back here in lieu of the big touchdown run there from Nick Hewitt. Greenbrier marched down the field, 75 yards for the score.
Pretty much no play where we stopped. We pretty much, I guess, one play on the when we tried to spread the field a little bit, we picked up 1 yard. But other than that, man, it was big gains every time.
Turnage approaches the football. It's a high end-over-end kick. Going to be taken back at the 5-yard line by Luke Siebenmorgan. They get to the right side, cross the 15, lowers his shoulder down at the 18-yard line before he is brought down by a couple of Panthers.
That's a great coverage right there.
I think that was Matthew Bernard with the tackle. So, the Clarksville Panthers will set up shop at their own 19-yard line. They're going to need 81 yards to march to get to the other side of the field into the end zone. 7-0 Greenbrier leads if you're just now joining us. And Clarksville will march out onto the field for their opening drive of the night. Their signal caller is Bryce Buckner. He's a coach's son. Big guy to watch out for them as they run this single wing is Arthur Alvarez, the running back. Buckner moves a man in motion to the right side. He gets a snap rolling right. Going to keep it himself. Trying to get to the edge. Greenbrier in heavy pursuit, though. They'll wrestle him down around the 18. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, I think he does. I think he loses a yard there.
They corralled him, a yard loss. Good pursuit there by the front line. Greenbrier had quite a few guys there to bring him down.
Absolutely. They tried to get to the edge, and like you said, good pursuit by the defense getting there.
Looks like Dawson Spencer led the charge. Second down, and we'll give it a long 10. They'll run that single wing again. Single receiver to the open side. That's the left side. Buckner gets close. Now he draws, gets a snap. They'll give it a direct snap to Alvarez. Left side. He'll get across the 20 to the 25. They'll give him the 27-yard line. That's about an 8-yard carry, and it brings up 3rd down and 2. That was a direct snap there to Alvarez. Fooled us a little bit. Got a good gain.
You know, they do a lot of funky stuff in the backfield there. That's kind of the way this offense is. And you just never know who's going to get the ball. Big opportunity right here for Greenbrier, though. Pin them back on their side of the field.
Clarksville out of the huddle, hurries to the line. Buckner in the backfield. Gets a snap. He'll keep it. Right side. Got some room near the line of scrimmage. Greenbrier knocks him down. Loose football. Greenbrier says that someone lost the football. I don't think that's the case. But it brings up 4th down and short, and Clarksville's got a big decision to make. Dude, Matt, he's about, goodness. He's short about a yard short. Clarksville, are they going to go for it or kick it away? Coach Buckner giving them the signal. As of right now, it looks like they're going to go for it.
Yeah, it's a tough place to try to pick up a first down because if you don't get it.
Clarksville hurrying to the line. Greenbrier trying to have to get there quickly. Clarksville snaps it. Up the middle, straight ahead. He might not have it. That's going to be close. Greenbrier with a big stop there. That was Bryce Allison who led the charge. They're going to measure. We'll see. They're going to look at it. The head ref, and that's a first down.
Ooh, boy, it's close.
Boy, that is awful close.
I can't believe they didn't measure that. I mean, the yardstick's in between the yard line, and so is the ball.
Nonetheless, that's a big stop by Greenbrier. I mean, yeah, they got the first down, but great defense there from Allison. Single wing again. Buckner in the backfield gets his direct snap. Alvarez left side. Got room. Lowers his shoulder. He'll get out to the 33-yard line. They'll get him the 34-yard line. Got a good spot. Brings up 2nd down and about 5 after the 5-yard carry from Alvarez. Alvarez is a junior. He's 6'1", 197. He moves well.
Yeah, he is. He's a big kid.
He's got 4.6 speed. As Noah Vergara will come onto the field now for the Clarksville Panthers. Greenbrier leads at 7-0. They had a 75-yard opening drive that resulted in a 2-yard touchdown run by Nick Hewitt. Clarksville's got the ball now. Buckner. It'll be Alvarez, direct snap right side. Not a whole lot this time. Greenbrier stops him right around the line of scrimmage, and it brings up 3rd down and 5.
Now here we go. We got a 3rd and 5.
Gives you a little bit more breathing room. Got to have a big stop.
You do. But, if you stop them here and they don't get, within a yard, they're going to have to punt it.
Certainly. Siebenmorgan will come onto the field now as he subs in for Clarksville. They run that. I mean, it's a jumbo package, single wing. It's a tight bunch, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Buckner, the signal caller. It'll be Alvarez, direct snap, going left side. Got the first down, lowers his shoulder and rumbles across the 40 to the 43-yard line. I tell you, man, if he doesn't lower his shoulder and cuts back, he might be running for a while.
Yeah, they've had a lot more success running over the left side. They haven't got anything on that right side, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to capitalize more coming this direction.
Arthur Alvarez, he's been a load thus far for Clarksville, and he's done a good job here early. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line for Clarksville. Line to gains the 47 of Greenbrier. Buckner, the signal caller, gets a snap. A little spin way up the middle. He's across the 45, rumbles down to the 49-yard line. That's a 6-yard carry for Buckner. Brings up 2nd down at about 4.
Yeah, we had. I didn't see who it was. Somebody had a hand on him, just couldn't. It's slick out there right now, and if you don't get around him, it's tough.
2nd down and 4. Is Vergara coming back onto the field for Clarksville? We're not going to see them throw the ball much at all tonight. Shotgun formation. Vergara lines up into the open side for Clarksville. Direct snap, Alvarez goes right side. Not a whole lot this time. He'll get across midfield, and that's about it. They'll roll him down right at midfield.
Yeah, he gained just about a yard there, and good job by Dawson Spencer to step up there and make a play.
3rd down and about 2.5.
You keep thinking that the more they get into these 3rd down situations that eventually their luck's going to run out.
We certainly hope so.
Yeah.
As they rush and hurry to the huddle or to the line of scrimmage. 4-man front, Greenbrier. Buckner gets a snap. Direct snap, Alvarez, left side. Hit behind the line of scrimmage by Dawson Spencer. He trips him up at the 50, and that's going to bring up a 4th down at about 3.
Yeah.
How about Dawson Spencer getting in there pesky? Yeah. He tripped up Alvarez, and that's a no gain. Might have lost a half yard.
He come over to this side on that play. They've had some success running to this side, and he comes over there and makes a huge play right there.
It's 4-down territory for Clarksville. They don't look like they're punting it.
No, they're not looking like they want to punt. They might try to draw us off right here.
Shotgun Buckner. Gets a snap, spin move up the middle. He's going to have a 1st down. Rumbles down to the 43-yard line. That should be enough or the 47, excuse me. That should be enough for a 1st down, though. They'll give him the 46-yard line, and that's definitely enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're doing is they're running the clock.
They certainly are. They don't have a good vantage point. There's 2:48 to play in the opening quarter. Clock's rolling. 7-0. Greenbrier leads it, but Clarksville has just been nickeling and diming us here on this opening drive. Give them credit. They're executing well. Buckner here in this single wing. Gets a snap. He gives it off to Alvarez, right side. Got all kinds of room. Flags are down. They'll wrestle Alvarez down at the 45-yard line.
Now, if this is a hold, this is what really hurts a team like this.
Certainly. They were rumbling. The flag was thrown by the side judge over there on the opposite side. We're going to see what the call is. Clarksville may not like the call coming, and we're about to see what it is. And it is a hold. Indeed it is, Matt. That is not what you want if you're Clarksville. That'll push them back 10.
Pretty much going to force them to have to throw the ball at some point in this series.
Yeah. 1st down and 20. Back at their own 44-yard line.
Just over 2 minutes left in the quarter.
2:24. Clock rolling. I tell you, Greenbrier's defense really hadn't done a bad job, but Clarksville's just gotten just enough what they need just about every time. 1st and 20. Clarksville hurrying to the line of scrimmage once again. 4-man front for Greenbrier. Buckner gets a snap, looking to pass, scrolling right. Pass to the left side's overthrown. Shannon Howard was in pursuit. That was intended for Siebenmorgan, but he overthrew him.
Not a very good pass right there, JB.
Well, here's the deal. You're throwing on the run like that. You have to throw off your back foot, across your body. That's a tough throw.
Yeah.
If you can make that throw, you're tough to stop. Yeah, but again, that's not where you want to be. You want to be a pocket passer. This, again, is their offense. This is how they like to run it. Nonetheless, it's 2nd down and 20. Bryce Buckner in the shotgun. Alvarez is a single setback with him. Direct snap. Alvarez going left side. Trying to get to the edge. Breaks a tackle, but it'll be brought down to the 49-yard line by Dawson Spencer. Spencer once again in heavy pursuit.
Having a great game defensively.
Brings
Shannon Howard got a hit on him and slowed him down a little bit. And then Nick and Dawson both there to clean it up.
3rd and about 15. Coming up here for Clarksville. Think they're going to throw it here, Matt?
They're going to have to. They know they have to.
They're going to go trips to the right side. A single receiver into the boundary. That's Arthur Alvarez. Buckner in the shotgun formation. Gets a snap. Rolling to right. Looking to throw. He's in trouble now. He escapes pressure. Rolling right side. Passes nearly picked off over the side. That was Matthew Bernard who nearly picked it.
Boy.
But it brings up 4th and 15, and Clarksville's got a punt.
He had lots of daylight, too, if he'd have caught it. It would have been a great catch. I mean, that was a tough catch to try to make. But great job by the Panther defense right there.
Greenbrier, after a march down the field.
And you see what happens, this team here, when you force them to throw, it really puts them in a bind.
Ishii on to punt the football away for Clarksville. McElhenney back deep, loose football. She lost it. He's in trouble. He's hit as he kicked it. It might have been blocked. It's going to be down to the 32-yard line. Wow. The muff snack, the football's wet. That's what caused the issues, and Greenbrier's got a short field to work with at the 32. How about that?
Yeah, as soon as that ball came out, I thought, boy, that looks awfully high. And sure enough, it popped up out of his hands. And good job. I didn't see. Did you see?
I think it was Seth Haveman.
Okay, Haveman got it back there quick and was able to just hit the punter as he was trying to kick it.
You know,
we are.
If DJ Vanaco was watching the game, he could probably tell us who that was, or Darren Fatt won. Believe it was Seth Haveman. If it was, that was a great play. Way to read that. Get in there after the muffed punt and get a big block. Sets up a short field for Greenbrier. Shotgun for Wilcox now on the 2nd possession and 2nd drive of the game. The refs want to go out and talk about something. I think they're waiting on the head ref.
Don't be shocked to see him try to go deep right here.
Trips to the open side. Twin receivers split to the left into the boundary. Wilcox all alone. Hard count. Tried to drive Clarksville off sides. Wouldn't do it. Gets a signal from Coach Burcham on the sideline. Wilcox gets a snap. Into the pocket. Looking deep over the middle. Mathis wide open. Touchdown Greenbrier. Mathis over the middle all alone. 32 yards for the score. Jacob Mathis dances into the end zone, and Greenbrier is up 2 scores.
I just had a feeling right there, JB.
But you were right.
A lot of times after you get a turnover, you like to go ahead and go for the old jugular, as they say.
Boy, that was a strike to Mathis, wasn't it?
It was. Great pass.
Mathis with a great catch, the ball being wet like that. Turnage on to attempt the extra point. What a boot. Splits the uprights, and Greenbrier's up 14-0. 58 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Greenbrier leads it 14-0. We'll be right back after a word from...
When you bank with First Security, you're choosing real support for you and for our home state. So friends, families, and fellow Arkansans find better solutions together. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
And we're back here inside of Matheny Stadium here in Clarksville. Greenbrier leads it 14-0. I tell you, Clarksville, they marched down the field on their first drive, took 8 minutes off the clock, man.
Yeah, you know, a team like this, that's what they do. They ball control. And they're going to try to run it and run it and run it and run it and, you know, try to control the time of possession. And you know, if you're playing Greenbrier, you want to keep their offense off the field.
Certainly do. Bradley Turnage on to kick the football away for Greenbrier. He approaches the football. It's a high end-over-end kick taken back at the 5, 4-yard line by Siebenmorgan. He'll get across the 10 to the 15 right side. Not a whole lot of room, and he is going to be corralled down to the 16. They're rolling down to the 18-yard line. They're not going to say his forward progress was stopped, but a host of Panthers there to crown him again, and they'll start at the 19 rather. That's where they started from the first drive.
That's right. Last drive they started right there.
From their own 19-yard line. They're going to need 81 yards to the end zone. Well, I'll tell you, the biggest part of that last drive was the holding call against Clarksville. That's what stifled their drive. It absolutely killed them. Coach Buckner gives them the signal after the huddle, and they'll head out onto the field for their second drive of the night. Their last drive ended in a punt that was blocked. Buckner in that single wing again. He gets a snap, direct snap, Alvarez left side. Trying to get to the edge. Greenbrier corralling him. He's across the 20 to the 23-yard line. There's a big tackle there by Jake Hardgrave. He pulled him down from behind.
Yeah, he did. He ended up coming from behind him to get him.
Second down and 6 now for Clarksville. These Panthers from Clarksville, they've come to play a little bit. That last drive, 8 minutes off the clock. That's what they like to do.
We need a big stop right here on second down. Maybe lose a yard or something where they got a pretty good distance on third.
Direct snap to Alvarez. He goes right side over right guard rather. It's across the 25 to the 20. They roll at the 28-yard line. He'll be about a yard shy of the first down, and it brings up third down and 1.
So we can say we got to be about the end of the first quarter, and I think that's it.
Yeah, that'll do it. First quarter football's in the books, Matt. Greenbrier leads at 14-0. Tell you what, we're going to hit a break, and when we come back, we'll have the second quarter action coming your way.
Experienced, quick, personal, and local, American Safeguard Insurance has become known for an unwavering commitment to excellence in everything they do. In their success over the past 17 years, American Safeguard Insurance has grown from a small local agency to a large agency. All your insurance needs under one roof. From auto insurance to business insurance, they've got you covered. American Safeguard Insurance emphasizes client relationships by serving customers for life, and they're proud of being exceptionally quick in handling your quotes as well as managing your claims. When disaster hits, you've got a friend just down the street. American Safeguard Insurance, excellent people delivering excellent service for excellent clients.
Well, as we were back here inside of Clarksville Stadium, man, that's something I learned just now from Amy Birchfield, that it's actually called a claw of Panthers when a group of collective noun of Panthers called a claw of Panthers.
Claw.
You know, I've been using the word host as like just a lot of people, just kind of is the noun, but I think it'd be cool to call it a claw of Panthers from here on out. So thank you, Amy. There we go, shotgun formation for Bryce Buckner. Gets a snap, direct snap, keeps it himself. Trying to get to the edge, won't do it. Loose football, claw of Panthers trying to jump on it. Looks like they might have gotten it back, and they're going to be near a first down. It's going to be close. Yeah. They're going to rule it a first down.
Sometimes I think these crews of officials try to spot it to where they don't have to
measure.
Look at
well,
it.
And I don't blame them. You know, in a lot of ways, you don't want to. You're on the road. You don't want to make the home team mad, but I do understand it's frustrating. I mean, I'm with you. It's like you see it a lot.
Bologna's beating Farmington 28-0.
First and 10 now. I like that a lot. Claw of Panthers. I'm going to be using that. Thanks, Amy. 4-man front for Greenbrier. Again, that single wing jumbo package. Buckner with single receivers to both the left and right sides. Direct snap, Alvarez trying to go to the right side. Stiff arms two guys, but he couldn't stop Howard and Jacob Mathis. That was Matthew Bernard who made the tackle. Howard slowed him down, kept a hold of him, and Bernard finished it. It's about a 3-yard run, though. They'll give him 4, actually. Second down and 6 now. Alvarez, he makes a little something out of nothing sometimes, doesn't he?
He does.
He's a pesky player.
Here's kind of a shocker here. Second quarter, BB3, Maumelle nothing.
Wow. Twin receivers going to be split out to the open side now for Clarksville. Bryce Buckner under center in the single. Well, he spin move, gets a snap, tries to go up the middle. Lowers his shoulder across the 35 to the 39-yard line. That's going to be near a first down again. That might be enough to move the sticks.
Eli Weaver come off the edge on a blitz. Just barely missed him. Couldn't quite get his hands on him.
That's going to be enough to move the sticks. 1st and 10 for Clarksville at their own 39-yard line. 10:23 to play until halftime. Clock rolling. Greenbrier leads at 14-0. Single wing formation for Clarksville. Buckner, the signal caller, gets a snap, keeps it up the middle, lowers his shoulder. He's not going to get much. He might have got a yard. They're going to give him 2 yards. That's a good spot. It brings up 2nd down and 8.
Good job by the defense right there, just not to give much at all.
But he was brought down by a claw of Panthers, wasn't he?
You're loving that, aren't you?
I do. That was great. Amy texted Talon to let us know. That's awesome.
Claw of Panthers. So if you were to collect Panther claws and you had a bunch of them, would you have a claw of Panther claws?
Don't overthink it, man. Single wing, direct snap, Alvarez left side. On 2nd and 8, trying to get to the edge. Got room and rumbles. Got a 1st down. And he'll carry it. Tacklers across the 45 into Greenbrier territory. They'll mark him down to the 44-yard line of Greenbrier. That's a big move. And it brings up 1st down and 10. That's big. That's going to be the difference. You know, can Greenbrier stop the run? Obviously, you know.
They're able to run on the left side right now. We've got to figure out how to stop it over there.
1st and 10. Greenbrier's up 14-0. They forced a punt on the last drive for Clarksville, but Clarksville's moving down the field this time as well. They've taken off a lot of clock. 8:51 to play until halftime.
They're just trying to get the clock ran as much as they can. They're going to call timeout.
So timeout on the field for Clarksville with 47 to play until halftime. We'll hit a break. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
And we're back here out of the timeout. 1st and 10, Clarksville at the Greenbrier 44-yard line. It's 14-0. Greenbrier scored both times, but Clarksville's single wing offense has caused Greenbrier some problems.
Yeah, we're going to have to just step up there and get a stop here, get the ball back. You know, they're not able to break it on us. It's kind of a bend, don't break on our defense here, but we just need to get the ball back.
Certainly do. That left side, like you've mentioned, Matt, that's where a lot of the problems have been found. They'll go single wing, jumbo package, single receiver to the boundary for Clarksville. That's Buckner with Alvarez back there with him. Buckner gets the snap, keeps it himself, and he's going to be upended at the 43-yard line. That was Eli Weaver who undercut him, and it brings up 2nd down and 9. Buckner's a big dude.
He is. Eli got in his legs and just stopped him right in his tracks.
At the 43-yard line, 2nd down and 9. How about that, though? Weaver coming in, undercut. That's going to be the biggest thing. Can we stop them consistently on the run? You know they're going to run it.
Yeah.
Can you stop it?
If we can stop them over on the left side, I think we can.
8:16 to play until halftime. Clock rolling. Greenbrier trying to load the box a little bit. 4-man front. Direct snap, Alvarez going right side this time. Got some room following his blocks. Does a good job blocking there by the Clarksville offensive line. Alvarez is popped, but he's inside the 40 to the 37-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3. And I'll tell you, Matt, every time we stop them on a short one, they'll get a big chunk to get them short.
Yeah, that's right. And a team like this is what they try to do. They try to just wear you down, play after play.
3rd down and 3. Line to gains the 34-yard line. They're at the 37 right now. Just inside the 34 to go. Probably Just a little under 3 yards to go as they hurry to the line now with 7:29 to play until halftime. Single wing again. Tight formation this time for Clarksville.
Go on the left side.
Alvarez, direct snap, left side. He's going to be hit right near the 35-yard line. He'll be about a yard shy. They're going to be going for it on 4th down, no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll bring up 4th down and 1, brought down by by a claw of Panthers. I heard the PA announcer say host.
I did too.
Because claw's the new word. What are we talking about? We need to inform them. It's claw of Panthers.
We need to stop right here. We just need to blow this up.
6:47 to go until halftime. That clock's been milked down, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Greenbrier trying to line up and stop it. They need about a little less than a yard. 4th down. Direct snap, Buckner. Lowers his shoulder. He'll have the 1st down. Inside the 35 to the 34. He got it by about a yard. Buckner's a big dude. He lowered his shoulder and got enough. The problem is you put yourself in that position when you give that big run to Alvarez on second down.
That's right. You know, not giving up a lot, but giving up just enough.
Just enough. You know, I would venture to say a lot of their 1st downs on 3rd and 4th and short have been just gotten by about a yard or a yard and a half. I mean, it's not much. 1st and 10 at the 33 of Greenbrier. Clarksville's marching down the field. Buckner with a tight formation again. Ball's on the right hash. Greenbrier lining up with 6 at the line. That's Alvarez, direct snap. Breaks a tackle. Gets down to about the 30-yard line. That's about a three-yard carry. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
Looked like Shannon Howard made a play right there.
Howard wrapped him up. Brought him down. Under 6 minutes to play until halftime now. That clock's just been rolling.
Yeah, that's what they want to do. You know, we're getting a lot of pads on them. We're just not able to wrap up. It's just so slick right now.
2nd down and 7. Ball's on the left hash now, but it looks like Clarksville wants a timeout perhaps, and indeed that's what the call will be. So, actually that's going to be an official timeout. We'll see. Oh, it's players down. I was thinking it. Yeah.
Well, how much time's left in the quarter?
Look at about 5:22 left. So, tell you what, we're going to hit a break. When we come back, we'll have the action continue. We'll be right back.
Choose First Security. Banking is just the beginning. Here, we take care of each other, making the community we all share even stronger. So people in Arkansas can build a life, buy a home, run a business, and more. Strength in numbers and neighbors. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security. Bank better.
Insurance policies can be confusing. Oftentimes you settle for the minimum coverage required without considering what truly needs to be protected. At American Safeguard Insurance, our job is to make sure you understand exactly what you need. We'll help protect your assets and get you the best price so you have peace of mind when it matters most. Whether it's actively looking for savings or gaps in coverage, we forge personal relationships necessary to give you confidence that you're covered no matter what the situation. Don't wait for the worst-case scenario to find out if you're covered. Experience more coverage, more savings, and more service with American Safeguard Insurance.
What do you do when you have electrical problems? Need new electrical installation? Or need to add security and datacom to your home or office? I tell you what I do. I call Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, a family-owned and ran business with over 70 years combined experience, specializing in residential, commercial, and industrial service. No matter the job, how big or small, just give them a call at 501-679-3393. Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom. They'll keep the lights on.
And direct snap to Alvarez as we're back. He goes right side, got room. Inside the 30 to the 25-yard line. He'll be near a 1st down. It'll bring up 3rd down at about 2. That was Bryce Buckner who was down on the play earlier. He's out of the game, and Shane Edgman came in to replace him. You know, we've talked about this before, man. It's those 2nd and longs that get big chunks, and they set themselves up for a short line to gain.
Yep, that's right.
Third down and about a yard and a half. They'll line it up. Alvarez in the backfield with Edgman. Edgman, direct snap Alvarez rather. He goes left side. Got the first down, lowers his shoulder. He'll get out to about the 21-yard line, but that'll be enough for a first down. Moves the chains again. 4:21 to play until halftime, and they'll give him the 22 rather.
You know, the thing about it, JB, at this pace, they'll eat up the entire second quarter with their offense.
How about that?
Isn't that something?
Unless Greenbrier can get a stop, but they have just about literally nickel and dimed us, Matt.
That's exactly right.
I don't think they've gotten a first down on a first down play. It's
No,
been
no,
short.
they have not.
Well, Edgman's the signal caller. Alvarez is back there with him. Single wing, direct snap, Alvarez, right side, finds room, got a hole. One man to beat. Now is Matthew Bernard saved a touchdown. Matthew Bernard saved a touchdown there, Matt. Brought him down at the 14-yard line. If Bernard doesn't get him, Alvarez is taking it to the house.
Yeah, he's gone. That was the last defender there.
Well, the last line of defense, you were exactly right, Matt. It'll bring up second down and a long 2. Call it a short 3. And they're actually going to, about 2 yards to go. Second down and 2. Edgman is the signal caller. He'll get the snap, take it to right side, trying to get the edge, stiff arms a man. He'll have the first down. They'll bring him down around, we'll see what the spot's going to be. They pushed him out of bounds at around the 11.
He kind of bobbled it a little bit when he first got it.
He certainly did. First and 10, though, for Clarksville at the 11. Move the sticks. 3:06 to play until halftime. Boy, they have just milked this clock.
There's no doubt in my mind that was their plan to start with.
Single wing formation again. They've got it all tight. Direct snap Alvarez left side, trying to get to the edge. Got some room. Inside the 10, inside the 5, towards the pylon. Touchdown Clarksville. Touchdown Clarksville. 11 yards out. That's an 11-yard run from Alvarez, and Clarksville's on the board.
It's that left side, JB. We're just not able to stop it over there.
You know, that's a great point. You've mentioned that quite a bit tonight. Alvarez took it to the edge, 11 yards. Big run on first down. It's the first time they've done it all night, and it capitalized on that one. Well, Shee on to attempt the extra point for Clarksville. That's a big kick. It splits the uprights. Clarksville's on the board. They cut the lead in half. 14-7 our score. 2:58 to play until halftime. We'll be right back after a word from First Security.
When you bank with First Security, you're choosing real support for you and for our home state. So friends, families, and fellow Arkansans find better solutions together. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
Here we go. Time to play some offense, JB.
As we are back, you're right, Matt. 14-7. Clarksville took 9 minutes and about 3 seconds off the clock on that drive. Actually, more than that, because it was in the first quarter that they had the football, didn't they?
Yep. They took, 47 yards or so?
Yeah. She's on to kick the football away. It'll be a squib kick. Kicked over towards Mathis, and he'll catch it and run out of bounds at the 30. Probably should have let that one go.
Yeah. Yeah, we probably would have got a few more yards on that. But, this offense, the way it's playing.
We're electric. Well, and that's for sure. You definitely don't want that ball to – I mean, and in Mathis's defense, if that ball hits and bounces back towards Clarksville like it could if it took a bad bounce, that's good to catch that, just take it out of bounds. You got the make sure you get the football. So 29-yard lines where Greenbrier will set up shop.
Offense is really able to score at ease. We're just going to have to stop them on the defensive side of the ball.
Shotgun formation for Cooper Wilcox. Gets a snap. QB keep right side. Got room, lots of room. Across the 40, cuts back. He'll be rumbling down to the 47-yard line before they finally bring him down. They'll give him the 48-yard line. It's about a 19-yard run.
19 yards there.
You know, wanted to mention, to your point, though, on the defensive side of the ball, it's that left side. You've mentioned that. We haven't been adjusting well. That's something we're going to have to correct if we're going to stop the run from Clarksville. 1st and 10, though, Greenbrier moves the sticks. Wilcox in the shotgun. Hewitt's back there with him. Gets a snap, looking to pass. Got time. Left side, overthrows Mathis at the 40. That was going to be a first down, but he overthrew him, and it brings up 2nd down and 10. Give their O-line credit. They're creating holes, and they gave Wilcox time there. Ball's a little wet. That plays a little bit of a factor.
You know, the Clarksville offense went for it twice on 4th down that series. Isn't that right?
I think so. Yeah, at least twice. Pistol formation, Wilcox. He'll keep it. Oh, no. Gave it off to Hewitt up the middle. He fooled me. They'll get about 3 yards. They'll give him 2, man, to the 50. Brings up 3rd down and about 8. Greenbrier needs a big first down.
Yeah, we need to get a first down here. If we could get a big chunk of it, we probably would go 42. I say that. You know, we're not able to stop them right now. We might have to try to push them back.
2:13 to go until halftime. Greenbrier needs a big first down right here. Wilcox trying to draw him off sides. Get the snap, looking to pass. Got time. Looks right side. It's going to be complete to Reed Nixon at the 40. That was great coverage by Clarksville. That was great defense. Nearly broke that up. Nixon hung on to it. Heck of a play by Nixon, and Greenbrier's got the first down.
I thought he might have hit him early.
Well, you know, and you look at that. Even if it was or wasn't, that's good coverage.
Yeah, it's good coverage.
You can't leave him
Great
open.
job by Reed to catch it.
Good, no kidding. How about that, Reed Nixon? First down, Greenbrier moves the sticks. Under 2 minutes to play, Wilcox. He'll fake the handoff, keep it going right, following his blocks. Inside the 35, cuts back, inside the 30. He'll push him out of bounds to the 26-yard line. Greenbrier moves the sticks again on Wilcox's run, and Greenbrier's rolling.
You know, JB, this offense has just not been tested hardly this year. They're just able to move the ball so well.
1:53 to go until halftime.
And we can score quick. You know, you can give us a minute, we can score.
Oh, certainly. Wilcox pistol formation. Twin receivers split to the left side. A single receiver into the boundary. Wilcox gets a snap. Takes a handoff, keeps it. He's in trouble. Clarksville's nearly got him. He escapes, though. Inside the 20, and they'll run him out of bounds there. He's in the right around near the 20-yard line, so they'll get him inside the red zone. That was about a 6-yard run. I'm trying to find the first down marker. It looks like it fell down. He'll be shy of the first down.
Bell had his head took off right there. Somebody blew through there.
Boy, give Clarksville credit. You know, they came in and blew that play up.
Yeah.
Wilcox made a little something out of nothing.
What a tough run.
No kidding. Well, it's about 2nd down and about 2. Pistol formation, Wilcox. Twins to the right side. McElhenney set up in the left side. Wilcox hands it off to Hewitt up the middle. He's got the first down, rumbles forward. He's down to the 15-yard line inside the red zone. First down to move the chains at the 15-yard line on a hard run by Nick Hewitt. 1:33 to go, clock rolling for Clarksville. They're trying to get a big stop here on defense before the half. Greenbrier leads at 14-7, but Clarksville's giving them all they can handle. Pistol formation, Wilcox gets a snap, fakes the handoff, looks left, got a man, broken up, man, in and out of the hands of McElhaney. That was great defense there from Clarksville. I tell you, Giovanni Linares made a nice play, dove and broke it up. McElhaney just couldn't hang on to it.
That's a good throw.
It certainly was. Linares might have got a hand on it.
Yeah, I think he did.
Clarksville's playing tough, man. They are playing tough. Give Clarksville credit. 2nd down and 10, 1:18 to go. Shotgun for Wilcox. Twins to both the left and right sides. Wilcox going to keep it. Left side, cuts back. Trying to get some room. He's near the 10, and Clarksville's going to wrestle him down. They'll roll him down maybe at the 11-yard line after a 4-yard carry, but it brings up 3rd down and goal, or excuse me, 3rd down at about 6 with just now under a minute to go, clock rolling until halftime. Well, you're in field goal range, no doubt.
Yeah.
But you want to punch it in.
You want to score this right here. We're going to call a timeout here and kind of get up the game plan here.
Timeout on the field. 51 seconds to play until halftime. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Experienced, quick, personal, and local, American Safeguard Insurance has become known for an unwavering commitment to excellence in everything they do. In their success over the past 17 years, American Safeguard Insurance has grown from a small local agency to a large agency. All your insurance needs under one roof. From auto insurance to business insurance, they've got you covered. American Safeguard Insurance emphasizes client relationships by serving customers for life, and they're proud of being exceptionally quick in handling your quotes as well as managing your claims. When disaster hits, you've got a friend just down the street. American Safeguard Insurance, excellent people delivering excellent service for excellent clients.
And here we go. We're just about set here out of the timeout. 3rd down and 6. This is a big play here as they line it up. Pistol formation. Wilcox gets the snap. Looking to pass. Over the middle. Thrown behind him. Good coverage there from Clarksville. They force the stop, and Greenbrier's going to have to kick a field goal potentially. Wilcox is walking towards the sideline. 47 seconds to play until halftime, and the field goal unit's going to come onto the field. Well, give Clarksville credit. They played tough on that defensive set, stopped them inside the red zone, and now they forced them to kick a field goal. Bradley Turnage on to kick this field goal. This will be about a 26-yard field goal on the right hash. He gets a snap, low snap. Turnage kicks the football up. It is good, but flags are down, and Greenbrier might have jumped early. That's big if it's so, because Turnage split the uprights on that kick. They're going to talk about it, but usually when the play's blown dead like that, it's probably going to be a false starter. We'll see what the call is going to be.
Oh, I think it's defense. I think it's going to be offsides.
Wow, that's right. Wow.
It's going to bring the offense back on the field.
Now it's 4th down at about a yard, and if you're Clarksville, that's costly because Greenbrier might try to go for it. 4th down and a yard. Wow. They're talking to the offense. I think they're going to come back on the field, man.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Wow. That's tough if you're Clarksville. 4th down and about a yard. Greenbrier's going to try to go for it. Need about a yard. They're at the 11-yard line. Gets a snap. Wilcox keeps it. Got the 1st down and more. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Greenbrier. He was about 6 yards out, rather, man. I said the 11. 6-yard run for Wilcox. Wow, that offsides call was huge.
Huge.
Wow, a 6-yard run from Jacob Mathis. Or excuse me, I saw Mathis here. From Cooper Wilcox, and Greenbrier's up 20-7. Turnage to attempt the extra point. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 21-7. Greenbrier leads it by 2 scores.
Not much
with
time left.
40 seconds to go until halftime. I tell you, we're going to keep it right here with us.
Yeah,
now.
we'll do
Give
it.
us a little bit of a score update.
All right, well, let me just get over here to my score section, and we'll just read a few off here.
I tell you, at halftime, we got a little surprise going for us. We got a visitor.
Oh, that's right. So Conway's up 28-3 or 28-6, I believe, at the half over North Little Rock. Let's see here. Maumell's beating BB 14-3. Christian's over Whitehall 7-0 right now. And let's see, Bologna 28, Farmington 6. 28-13, Robinson over Arkadelphia right now. And that's going to get most of the ones of our area at least.
There we go. Bradley Turnage will be on to kick the football away for Greenbrier. Jeffette Sandoval. Looks like Alvarez is back deep as well, and Siebenmorgan. Turnage approaches the football. It's a high end-over-end kick, taken back at the 5. Loose football. It's muffed, but he picks it back up. Tries to go right side, and he is not going to. Oh, they're going to call a flag from way down on the edge. I'm not sure what the call is.
We got a guy on the ground. I'm guessing somebody got blindsided. I don't know who that is.
That's Gabriel, I believe. Is it 34
or 84? I think it's 34.
If so, there's no 34 on my
roster.
roster.
It may be 84 then.
I think that's – oh, goodness. I don't know what happened, but they called a flag, and that's probably what the flag's going to be on.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I was looking down at the carrier. Yep, that's Gabe.
Boy, he took a shot. I'll tell you, let's hit a break while they try to figure it out.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
And we're back here. We got the call. It was an illegal blindside block,
Yeah.
flipping on the kick return team. That puts them set up inside the 5-yard line at the 4, and with 35 seconds to play until halftime, you got to imagine Clarksville's not going to try to do anything too dangerous.
I can't imagine so. They're going to try to run it a couple times and go into the locker room.
Here we go. They'll line it up out of that single wing formation. Alvarez direct snap up the middle, not much. He'll get back to the 6-yard line. They stopped the clock.
They are going to call timeout, I guess.
It looks like Greenbrier wants timeout, maybe.
Oh, is Greenbrier calling it?
I think Greenbrier wants a timeout.
I don't think we can stop it enough to get the ball back, though. So we've already burned one. This is our second, right? Or our third.
Greenbrier called timeout. Did we use a timeout already, Matt?
Yeah, we did. We burned one a little while ago. I'm pretty sure.
I'm trying to think. I thought Clarksville called two. I think Clarksville called two, but I didn't think we had. We may have.
Can you see on the scoreboard?
Let's
see.
see.
Should say.
Yeah, we have 2 timeouts left. No, we only have 1 left.
Yeah, I think we called one a little while ago.
Says they've got 2, we've got 1.
I think we called one on 3rd down earlier.
Right. Interesting why you'd call a timeout now.
I don't know. In case they just wanted to be sure that they didn't get caught off guard on something.
Sure. Well, that's for sure. You would really hate to give up a 96-yard touchdown run, wouldn't you? Yeah, you would.
Say it again.
I said you really wouldn't want to give up a 96-yard
No,
touchdown
you
run, would
wouldn't.
There we go, single wing formation. Alvarez in the backfield, he'll get it. Actually, it'll be kept by Edgman. He lowers his shoulder, rumbles down out across the 10 to the 11-yard line, and I think Greenbrier wants another timeout.
I guess how much time's left? I can't see.
There's about 19 seconds left.
Okay, so we can't stop them to get the ball back, but maybe we're trying to make they may fumble.
Sure, with the ball wet, it's raining. Third and about two. With 22 seconds to play until halftime. That's a timeout again. That's an interesting play call. I think we're out of timeouts now. We are. We're up 21-7. And I guess in this play, you want to see if you can get a timeout. I mean, there's no timeouts left unless Clarksville gets a big first down and they rumble all the way into Greenbrier territory. You got to think this is going to be one of the last plays of the half, if not the last play, depending on if Clarksville wants to keep snapping it. Edgman's the QB. He's the signal caller. Gets a snap, takes a knee, and interestingly enough, that's going to send us into the halftime locker room with the 21-7 score. Doesn't look like Clarksville's going to snap it again. They will not, and that'll do it for the first half of football. Greenbrier leads at 21-7. I guarantee you Clarksville's had the possession almost twice as long as Greenbrier has.
Yes.
But Greenbrier leads it by 2 scores, 21-7. We'll hit a break. When we come back, we've got surprises, and we'll have the halftime stats and much, much more. We'll be right back.
Choose First Security. Banking is just the beginning. Here, we take care of each other, making the community we all share even stronger. So people in Arkansas can build a life, buy a home, run a business, and more. Strength in numbers and neighbors. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security. Bank better.
Insurance policies can be confusing. Oftentimes you settle for the minimum coverage required without considering what truly needs to be protected. At American Safeguard Insurance, our job is to make sure you understand exactly what you need. We'll help protect your assets and get you the best price so you have peace of mind when it matters most. Whether it's actively looking for savings or gaps in coverage, we forge personal relationships necessary to give you confidence that you're covered no matter what the situation. Don't wait for the worst case scenario to find out if you're covered. Experience more coverage, more savings, and more service with American Safeguard Insurance.
What do you do when you have electrical problems? Need new electrical installation? Or need to add security and datacom to your home or office? I tell you what I do. I call Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, a family-owned and ran business with over 70 years combined experience, specializing in residential, commercial, and industrial service. No matter the job, how big or small, just give them a call at 501-679-3393. Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom. They'll keep the lights on.
Hello, this is Freeman Collier with Collier Roofing, right here in Greenbrier, Arkansas. We are a master certified roofing company. We do shingle roofing, metal roofing, and seamless gutters. If there's a project you have coming up, please call us at 501-733-5163. Go Panthers!
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
And welcome back inside of Matheny Field here in Clarksville, Arkansas. Greenbrier leads at 21-7. I'm JB Brazil, and we've got a surprise for you. Alongside me is Mike Bowen. He's also the camera guy. But we also got our longtime favorite and really the guy that ran the show for really much of last year and the year before that, our very own Razorback Sports Network favorite, and I guess you could call him a celebrity, Talon Newton.
Celebrity maybe is stretch, but it's great to be here, JB. How I have missed being on the headset. I won't lie to you. I love getting to hear you guys on Friday nights whenever I don't have to work a game in Fayetteville, but I miss you guys so much. Y'all are so much fun. I've had just a great night in just this first half, and I won't lie to you. Whenever I heard it got delayed, I got a little giddy because I got to spend some more time with you guys.
Yeah,
and it's not something I
great.
get to do as much anymore.
No doubt about it. Well, Talon, we obviously miss you, and we're just so excited for what you're doing. Tell us a little bit about what's going on up on the hill.
Yeah, so, I got a job working for the Razorback Sports Network. Started in the fall semester this year, and I love it, man. There's just about I just about do everything. I told them walking in the door, I said, I don't really know what I want to do, but I do know I want to do everything. I was like, you just point me in the direction and tell me what I need to do. And I've had that mentality going into it, and I've gotten to experience a lot of things that a lot of people don't get to experience while getting paid. So
Sure.
You can't really complain about it whatsoever. It's really one of the biggest blessings. And I'll be honest with you, I'd never get the job if I never started here. The city of Greenbrier pulling together and being such a great community to be able to get this whole broadcast started was really the first step in my process.
Yeah.
And so it's really the building block of everything that I have going on now. And to think back and to see what I had such a heavy hand in, where it is now, hundreds of viewers a night, during broadcasts and guys being able to run the show on their own. What was cool, I got to step in here and I got to help out some. And I mean, I still got the touch a little bit, but I miss it, man. I do. I loved everything that I did here, and I love where I'm at now.
Well, outside of missing you and up in the broadcast booth, it takes a whole host of us, or a whole claw of us, so to speak, on getting this broadcast put together. I mean, you literally were the backbone of this broadcast. I know Razorback Sports Network is getting a great one with you. We miss you, but we're so excited for what's going on in your world and your life. You're doing a lot of great things. I tell you, Talon, why don't you give us the halftime stats as we continue on here at the halftime show?
Halftime stats. I think my favorite stat is that Greenbrier's up 21-7 over Clarksville. Always good to beat a conference opponent. First downs between Greenbrier and Clarksville might be a little bit of a weird stat, but it's 10 each. I mean, you think about it, the time of possession that Clarksville had, they had the ball almost the entire first half.
Right, certainly.
They were just slow and just trying to waste as much clock because they know how potent this Greenbrier offense is. We're going to go to the rushing yards. Greenbrier has 112, where Clarksville has 113, beating us in that area. But Greenbrier averages 7.5 yards per rush, while Clarksville is only getting 3.4 yards per rush.
Wow.
Greenbrier is 4 for 7 on the passing with 59 passing yards and I think just one passing touchdown.
Yeah, that should be right.
I think it was just one passing touchdown.
Yep.
Yeah. Clarksville 0 for 2 on the pass game. Not a single completion yet, obviously, so not a single yard. Let's look down through here. The average yard per play, 7.8 for Greenbrier, 3.2 for Clarksville. Greenbrier is just running the ball well. They're throwing the ball well, playing sound offense. And, one thing that I don't think gets mentioned enough is Bradley Turnage's kicking game, too. Obviously, he's had 3 extra points tonight. He's had some pretty good kicks that pins Clarksville deep. They're deep in their own territory. They have a lot of work to do. But you even saw where it was kind of a clutch time in the last minute of that first half before that offsides. He nailed that thing. He had a perfect field goal before that. So that's 3 more points going into halftime that we thought we were going to get. But fortunately, they were offsides. Greenbrier ended up getting one more play. And it only took one more play for us to score, which is pretty awesome.
Sure did. Cooper Wilcox from 6 yards out.
Yeah, it's been a fun game tonight, a really good one, and watching this team all throughout this season as much as I've been able to, this offense is just, like I said earlier, potent. They are just, you don't want to line up. If you're a defense, you probably are scared of them, even if you are competitive and you want to take on a strong challenge. Going up against this offense is probably one of the stronger challenges in the state. They have a great offense this year.
Sure.
And you look across the conference, there are a lot of good teams in this conference this year. So it's going to be a tough battle. And Greenbrier started well, getting a good win against Morrilton last week, and then showing up tonight so far in a good performance. Every single time they touched the ball, they scored a touchdown.
No doubt about it. You look at Clarksville, they're a ground and pound offense. They don't go to the air much. They haven't had to. They've had success running the ball. Really, Greenbrier only stopped them one time. That was the first possession. It took up darn near most of the first quarter, and then their second drive did about the same. You look at time of possession, I mean, I'm interested to see what it looks like. Out of the 24 minutes of play, Clarksville's had the ball for at least 18 minutes of that.
Mm-hmm.
Greenbrier's had it for 6. They've had the ball 3 times as long as Greenbrier has. To show you how quickly Greenbrier can score, Greenbrier's offense is electric. There's no denying that. Clarksville's been running the ball. They've really been kind of nickel and diming us all night long.
Mm-hmm.
They've had their way with us in that regard. Going to see some adjustments on the defensive side as we talk to Mike Bowen. Mike, kind of tell us a little bit about what do you think is the key to stopping this Clarksville's ground and pound offense?
We missed a bunch of tackles. Yes, it's slick. We're getting the hands on them. We're not putting pads on them, but that's exactly what we got to do. We got to get them, 3rd and long, 2nd and long. So they got most of their first downs on 2 yards out. So we just got to force 3rd and longs and get our defense off the field.
Sure. That's a good point. A lot of times throughout this first half, it was those big chunk plays of 6-7 yards that gave them a 3rd down and short or a 4th down and short. That's what put them in a really good position to make good plays down the stretch. And Talon, kind of talking to you a little bit about it. What do you think here coming into the second half, the adjustments that you would make if you're Coach Tribble? heading into the second half.
Offense, you're pretty happy, but on defense, what you got to do is you got to get on the outsides. That's where they're attacking you, and that's where they're playing well. You got to understand that you're going to get a hat on a hat everywhere you go with this team. The way that they play, they're just one guy gets the very first guy they see. You get him, then the next guy, the next guy, the next guy, the next guy. If you get your one-on-one, you win your one-on-one, then you have one-on-one with your quarterback and maybe a safety. Your quarterback just got to make a move, and they're really versatile. So you know that your linebackers got to start clogging stuff up. Your linemen got to start clogging stuff up. So you got to understand as a safety even, if you take one step inside and they're going outside, you're already behind. You got to understand to be taking that outside step first and then work your way back in, because you're going to have guys working outside, pushing back in, and you have guys coming from that outside inside on the other side of the ball. They're going to be able to make that tackle. That's what they teach you in the 9th grade level, is just working outside, pushing the game back inside, because that's where the majority of everybody's at.
Sure. In Greenbrier, we've seen that our biggest, hole, if you want to call it on the defensive side, is when those running backs, whoever it is, gets to the outside edge. That's where a lot of the yardage comes on their side. Defense has got to figure out a way to close them in. That touchdown run from Alvarez to the left side, he got to the outside edge.
Yeah.
Able to get to the end zone, 11-yard run. So if Greenbrier can stop that, like you're saying, you got to punch it towards the middle, got to push them up. If they're going to gain the yardage, you got to keep it up the middle.
Yeah, get on some outside shoulders. If you know the ball's moving to the right side, your right side, you want to go to the right outside shoulder if who's going to try and block you.
Back in.
And it's going to push him back inside. And the next guy that's right there, he's going to be on the right shoulder. He's going to be in that hole.
No doubt about it. Well, I'll tell you, Talon, as we're looking here, getting closer to the second half, who'd you say has been so far the biggest key player of the game for Greenbrier? I know it's hard to say, but if you could pick a guy maybe on both sides of the ball.
I would say Matthew Bernard and Shannon Howard on the defensive side. The safeties are really stepping up because they're getting those outside runs. They're the last guys. You know, it's all on them, and they've stepped up pretty well, the exception of one touchdown. But whenever you think about all the other big plays that they've stopped, they've done a really good job tonight. And obviously it's Cooper Wilcox on the offense. The man commands. He's the leader among this men's team right here. He's great. He runs the ball well. He's able to spread the offense with his arm because he's got great talent at receivers. He doesn't have great size at receivers, but he's able to put the ball in places to where even his smaller guys can get to him really easily, and he's able to spread the offense out completely with his versatility. So it's really Cooper Wilcox you got to look at on the offensive side just to continue to do what he does.
No question about it. You know, Talon, looking at this as we're getting closer and closer to the second half, one of the guys that I feel like we don't give a lot of credit, he just kind of flies under the radar a lot, and you wouldn't think of that, but he's got his nose in every play on both sides of the ball. Nick Hewitt doesn't really get a lot of the praise that he probably deserves. I mean, he's a grinder. He puts his nose, and he's in a lot of places. He gets his nose in a lot of places on the defensive side. He is a hard runner on the offensive side. He's the second leading rusher on the team with 43 carries, 324 yards. He has a touchdown tonight. He works hard. He works his tail off, makes plays, and I think is one of those guys that just you don't always see it up on the stat sheet, or you don't see the big plays, but it shows up on the stat sheet.
Well, like the opening of the game, the Clarksville defense, they're drilled into their heads. We got to watch number 9, Cooper Wilcox, number 8 running routes. We got to stick close to him. We got to stick close to 24 and 31 as receivers. And they're thinking about all these guys that can be so detrimental. And Greenbrier hands it to Nick Hewitt on the first play, and he picks up 20 yards.
That's right.
And Clarksville's like, oh, crud, we forgot about this guy. So that's the thing about this Greenbrier offense that's so great.
Certainly. Well, we're just about set for the second half. I tell you, Talon, before you go, I wanted to give you one more moment to talk about your favorite moment so far with Razorback Sports Network.
Oh, my favorite moment, man. The Texas game was quite special. I got to be down the field whenever everybody rushed.
Wow.
And it was pretty amazing to see everybody. And, you know, one thing that's really cool is you see these videos on the internet of Hunter Yurachek and Sam Pittman hugging after the game. That happened right in front of me. I was standing right in front of that whenever it happened. So it's pretty special to be able to get to experience those moments right up personal like that.
Great. Well, Talon, thanks so much for joining us. We miss you. We're so excited for what you're doing up on the hill. We'll see you soon, I'm sure. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me, JB. Miss you guys.
Awesome. Guys, that was Talon Newton, a longtime Greenbrier Panther here on GPSN broadcast, play-by-play for volleyball, football, basketball, the whole 9 yards. He's really just kind of the man that the glue guy, so to speak, for Greenbrier. As Matt McJunkins will join me back now here into the booth as Greenbrier is getting set to kick the football away to Clarksville. That touchdown was huge for Greenbrier. They lead it 21-7. Without that score, it would have been 14-7 headed into the locker room, and Clarksville would have had a chance to tie it up on this first drive of the second half.
All right, I'm back.
Well, welcome, Matt.
Finally got my darn headset back.
You can duke that out with
What's
talent
plugged
later.
in number 3 here?
That was Mike's. But we'll let someone else fix that. Here we go. Turnage on to kick the football away, and it'll be taken by Stephen Morgan at the 5. He'll go left to right, trying to get to the edge. Greenbrier corrals him, and they drop him back at the 12-yard line. How about that? That was a big play. That was Miles Miller on the tackle. How about that? Miller and Jackson Harp there to make the stop, and Greenbrier forces a very short field. They'll down him at the 9-yard line. Clarksville will have it 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line here to start the second half.
Oh, you know, when I get it at the 10, I can't see. When I get to 19, I can.
Tell you what, I'll have you call it on the other side of the field.
You call it till we get to about the 30, and then.
Here we go. Shane Edgman is in. Buckner's still not back in the ballgame. Edgman, the signal caller, gets it up the middle, and he is hitting the backfield. That might have been Seth Hardgrave, or Jake Hardgrave, rather. Indeed, it was Hardgrave. He drops him in the back. It'll bring up 2nd down and about a loss of a yard, so 2nd and 11.
That was a great first play of the second half.
Jake Hardgrave blew it up. He dropped him in the backfield. And it brings up 2nd down and 11 with 11:23 to go here in the third quarter. Clock rolling just underway in the second half. 21-7, Greenbrier gets the lead. Clarksville trying to move up the field. Direct snap to Alvarez, trying to go to the left side. Got some room. Not much, though. This time, loose football. Greenbrier might have it. Greenbrier might have it. Matthew Bernard jumped on it, and indeed, Greenbrier's got the football.
Awesome.
Matthew Bernard getting his nose in the play. How about that? There were a lot of Clarksville Panthers around. Bernard jumped on it, and Greenbrier's got a short field. Wow. That's a big deal. You enjoying your Snickers?
I am enjoying my Snickers. I'm trying to eat it real quick here. You know, hungry? Why wait?
That's right.
It's feeling like Betty White.
Well, Greenbrier will have the football at the 14-yard line in short. They're in the red zone to start their 4th possession of the game. 3 for 3 tonight thus far. Wilcox in the shotgun formation. Weaver's in the backfield. Gets the snap. Gives to Weaver. Cuts back. Got room. Inside the 10. Trying to get to the edge. To the pylon. Touchdown, Greenbrier. Eli Weaver, 14 yards for the score, and Greenbrier's up by 3 touchdowns. How about that, Matt? Weaver, 14 yards. This has happened so many times, and I've mentioned this almost every time. Weaver's had those big runs, but I'm telling you, he has that cutback at the line of scrimmage where he makes one man miss, gets to the edge, and he strikes.
Oh, yeah, he's electric. He's special.
He is. You know, that's the difference between being hit in the backfield for a 2-yard loss and taking it to the house.
That's right. You know, twice tonight we've scored on the first play after a turnover.
Goodness gracious. So Weaver punches it in from 14 yards out, 27-7 after the miscue. Extra points up from Bradley Turnage, and the kick is good. 28-7, Greenbrier gets the lead. We're going to hear from First Security. We'll be right back.
When you bank with First Security, you're choosing real support for you and for our home state. So friends, families, and fellow Arkansans find better solutions together. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
Well, 28-7 here in the third quarter with 10:58 to go. How about that big turnover? That's a shot in the arm for Greenbrier. Matthew Bernard, how about that?
Yeah, that's great, man.
You know, he's made a couple of big plays. He's gotten his nose in a lot, made some big tackles.
Well, you know, it seemed like we come out a little fired up on defense. Maybe we were going to stop him, and not only did we stop him, we got the ball back.
Turnage kicks the football away, taken by Stephen Morgan at the 9. He'll go to the right side, 10, 15, lowers his shoulder out of bounds of the 18. Flags are down.
They just cannot get to the 20-yard line. It doesn't matter if we kick it to the 10 or the 5.
Well, the flag is down there.
It's got to be on them.
It was called on the backside near the kicking team, but you're right, it might be. We'll see the call.
You know, I was telling Talon I was really glad that he was here tonight. You know, he was the only one I liked last year on the broadcast.
Oh, man. That actually hurts. A part of me died inside, Matt. But I still love you.
Okay. So that shouldn't be a spot foul.
Wow, you're not even going to apologize.
I'm sorry.
Kidding. We're going to see the call. It is going to be on Clarksville. That's blocking below the waist. Chop block.
Downfield.
That's a big turn. I mean, that's a big turn of the field. They lost 10 yards. They're back at their own 9-yard line, and Clarksville just keeps shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah. Which is painful to do, by the way. Don't shoot yourself in the foot.
Oh, goodness, Matt. Shane Edgman will be the signal caller. Out of the single wing. Alvarez in the backfield with him. Direct snap Alvarez. They do a little end-around handoff, and that one's blown up. A claw of Panthers. We're all over that. That was Bryce Allison, Dustin Hall, and Jake Hargrave all over that one. The whole D-line said, no, you're not going anywhere.
Had a 62's helmet come off there, so he had to come off.
Dustin Hall got to come off, but how about that Dustin Hall?
You know, I'm wondering if Dustin's not making a big difference in this second half defense, kind of blowing it up in the middle. You know, not having Jeremy, we lost about 40 pounds up front. And
that's a lot.
Yeah, and Dustin's a big boy.
I think Josh Robinson's coming out.
Yeah,
of the
I think
field
he is
now.
too.
Second down 11, single wing formation, single receiver to the open side. Edgman, direct snap Alvarez. Going left side, he is blown up again. Greenbrier's all over it. They'll drop him back at the original line of scrimmage after a yard gain, but it brings up third down and long. This is something that Mike Bowen talked about. If you can keep him from getting the big yards on the middle plays,
right.
Got a chance to push him to a punt.
Absolutely. You know, this defense is playing completely different than they did the first half, and the biggest thing is the intensity.
That momentum.
Yeah, absolutely. But, you know, they've been overloading that one side. You'll see, like, right here on the left side, our left side, their right side.
Third down and 10. Edgman, the signal caller. Direct snap Alvarez going right side. Trying to get to the edge of pass. Throws complete. What a play. Over the middle to Siebenmorgan.
It's a good catch.
That's one of the first times they've thrown it. Alvarez throwing the football. That's a big first down, and that's a 21-yard pass on a first down.
It was a great catch.
Siebenmorgan just reaching out, making the catch, and Clarksville, my goodness, they're coming to play.
Yeah, but you know what? I feel real good about our defense right now. I was a little worried in the first half.
Certainly.
Just not much intensity, you know, just letting them slowly wear us down, and now it feels like we're
first and 10 at the 32. Twin receivers split to the open side. Alvarez direct snap. Going left side, got a hole. He'll get out to the 38-yard line. About a 6-yard carry, man. Those are the yardage that cost us earlier. Second down at about 4. I'll tell you, that big pass play from Alvarez over the middle to Siebenmorgan, that was a big shot in the arm. You're right, it was a nice catch from Siebenmorgan. Had a little bit of separation. Second down and 4 at their own 38-yard line. Edgman, the signal caller. Buckner's been out this whole second half. Alvarez in the backfield with him. Direct snap Alvarez. Fake the pitch. Going right side. Cuts back. Got room. First down. Ends across the 40 to the 45. All the way down to the 47-yard line. It's about a 9-yard carry and a first down.
Here's the other thing about wearing down a defense running like that. You ready to wear down your running backs too.
Sure.
You know, they got a quarterback that's already out of the game and a running back that's limping around now.
8:19 to go in the third quarter as Siebenmorgan marches onto the field. First and 10 at their own 47. Clarksville's trying to move the ball up the field. They're nickel and diming again. Twin receivers split to the open side, and it looks like somebody, we'll see, is there a flag?
Looks like maybe a timeout.
That's what I
thought.
thought.
They didn't. No, I didn't see a flag. Oh, he threw it. We couldn't see it because the line was in the way.
That's going to be off false start there, or delay game, actually, I believe.
Oh, okay. See, that hurts a team like this. It really does. We saw that in the first half.
They'll push them back to their own 42-yard line. You're right. I mean, when you're already, you're needing everything going your way. You're nickeling and diming. You're barely getting first downs.
Yeah.
And I don't mean barely as in all, that's the part of their scheme.
Well, you get that 6 to 8 yards that you've been getting on first and second down, and then where it was 3rd and 2 to 4, now it's
3rd and 7.
3rd and 7. That's right.
Exactly. 1st and 15 at their own 42. Edgeman with a tight formation this time. They're going to go direct snap. Alvarez left side. Greenbrier pursuit. They rumble and get him this time.
Shannon Howard.
Shannon Howard. Oh, boy, Spencer's slow to get up on that play. Dawson Spencer.
Looks like
hope
his
he's
hand,
okay.
holding his hand. We're going to get Caden in there.
Looks like Caden Brooks is going to come on for Spencer. But how about that? Drops him back a little further. A 2-yard loss. 2nd down and 17. Shannon Howard's playing out of his mind.
He is.
Great
He's playing a
defense.
great game.
And I'll tell you, he's been playing well as Matthew Bernard
Absolutely.
in that secondary. Here we go. 2nd and 17 at their own 40. Tight formation again. Single setback Alvarez. Edgeman hands it off from Siebenmorgan. Going to throw. In trouble. They're going to lower him and drop him at the 37. That was actually Jacob Buckner. That's Bryce Buckner's brother. Buckner was looking to throw. And
he wanted to throw, and it just wasn't open.
Quite honestly, didn't have a lot of time either.
No, he didn't.
So here we go. This is where Greenbrier wants him. What you cannot do is give up a big play here.
Talk about looking funky. A reverse pass with a left-handed running back.
You don't see that often.
No, it just looked awkward.
3rd down and about 19. Long way to go. Line to gains the 43 of Greenbrier. Gets a snap. Alvarez going to run. Got room following his blockers. He'll get about 6 or 7 yards, but that's it. They'll drop him at the 44-yard line. They're still going to be about 13 yards shy of a first down. It brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt.
You know, this team, they don't have a 19-yard play in their playbook.
No, they don't. They got a lot of 3 and 4 and 5 yarders.
Right. Even their pass plays trying to get 12 to 15.
Yeah. Well, there we go. She is on to punt the football away for Clarksville. Carter McElhenney back deep. His heels are back at his own 16-yard line. She gets a snap. Quick punt.
Good punt.
That is a good punt. It'll take a bounce to the 20. Roll inside the 10. McElhenney gets away from it. Good punt. It'll be down to the 6-yard line. So she with a great punt. Goodness gracious. He took that one. That was about a 48-yard punt for she when it was all said and done. Greenbrier will have the football at their own 6-yard line with 5:19 to play in the 3rd quarter. We're going to keep it right here, though.
We've had the ball 4 possessions, scored 4 times.
That we have indeed. 4 for 4. It started in the 1st quarter, a 2-yard run from Nick Hewitt on the opening drive. 75-yard march down the field. Mathis scored on the 2nd after that turnover.
Yep.
A 32-yard touchdown pass to Mathis. Wilcox ran it in from 6 yards out right before the half. And on this last possession, the first one of the second half was that fumble recovery that Matthew Bernard jumped on. Eli Weaver took it to the house for 14 yards. Wilcox on this drive gets a snap, fakes the pass, going to keep it himself. Undercut down around the 9-yard line. It's a big tackle there from Pedro Martinez.
Pedro Martinez, that's a familiar name, isn't it?
Sure is. Long-time pitcher of the Red Sox, wasn't it?
Long-time Red Sox.
2nd and 7. Greenbrier's up 28-7 with the football. They move Strack into the boundary, split to the left side. Wilcox gets the snap, steps in the pocket, screen pass to the right side. That's Nixon. He gets some blocks trying to get to the edge. Cuts back across the 15. They'll get him down near the 20-yard line. They'll roll him down about the 18-yard line.
That's enough.
That's a first down, though. You're exactly right. Greenbrier moves the sticks. That ball's going to be on the right hash. 1st and 10, Greenbrier. With 4:41 to play in the 3rd quarter. Pistol formation. Dawson Spencer looks like he's in the backfield with Wilcox. Gets a snap, gives it to Spencer. Cuts back, got a hole up the middle. He rumbles down to the 30-yard line. That's about a 10-yard carry. That'll be enough for a first down. They'll give him the 30. Well, they'll get it right around the 30. That'll be enough to move the chains, and Greenbrier moves again, 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
That hole, you could have driven a Mack truck through.
That hole was wide open for Spencer. He had all day to run.
Mm-hmm.
Clarksville runs with that three-man front. They run a 3-4 defense. Shotgun for Wilcox. He's got twins to the left, both the left and right side. Strack in motion. He pitches it to him. Strack into the flat, across the 30, 35. He's got another first down. Across the 40 to the 41-yard line. An 11-yard run for Thatcher Strack, and Greenbrier moves the sticks again. One thing's for sure, with 3:40 to play in the third quarter, Greenbrier's done what they wanted on the offensive side.
Absolutely. Just moving the ball at will.
Pistol formation for Wilcox. Twins to the open side. The give. Oh, fake handoff. Spencer rolling right, looking to pass. Wilcox going to tuck it and run. Looking for a block across the 45. He'll run out of bounds to the 49-yard line. That's about an 8-yard carry nonetheless, and it brings up 2nd and 2.
You know, if you can't find an open man and you can pick up 8 yards, you'll take that every time.
2nd down and 2. Wilcox trying to move the sticks again. Greenbrier's marching down the field. Twin receivers split to the left side as single receiver into the boundary. That's Reed Nixon. Wilcox gives it to Spencer up the middle. Cuts back. Got a first down across midfield. They'll bring him down to the 45-yard line. They'll wrap him up and bring him down there. That's a first down, though. A 7-yard carry for Dawson. That moves the chains. And 1st and 10 into Clarksville territory at the 45-yard line. Greenbrier's just doing what Clarksville was doing on that opening drive.
Yeah, they're just
starting to nickel and dime them.
Running it right down the throat.
We're getting a lot bigger chunks of yardage, it seems, though.
Yeah, we are.
8-yard carries, 7-yard, 11-yard carries, 10-yard carries. Ball's going to be on the right hash. Wilcox looking to the sideline to get a signal. As number 70. We don't have number 70. Greenbrier hurries to the line. Got to hurry up and snap the ball. 2 seconds, 1. And that's going to be a delay of game. Or maybe a timeout call. We'll see. Yep, that's going to be a delay of game. That's not what you want to do.
No, but you know the way this offense is moving the ball, you know, that doesn't really worry you too much. Penalties are never good, but, you know, you don't feel too concerned about picking up 15 yards on first down.
Sure. Tonight,
at least.
I'm trying to figure out where they're spotting the ball at. Should be at midfield up on a delay of game.
It should be.
And
just past the 50-yard line and not
right.
at the 49.
That's right. That's probably where they're going to spot it. And yeah, that's what they're going to do. So 1st down and 15. Ball's on the right hash, right around midfield. 1st and 15. Wilcox, shotgun formation all alone. Going to throw. Gets a snap, looks left. Quick pass into the flat to Strack. He's inside the 45. They'll bring him down to the 41-yard line.
There's 9 yards right there.
There you go. You called it, man. We certainly do. 2nd down and 2nd down and 6 at the 41-yard line of Clarksville.
How much time's on the quarter?
About 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Greenbrier's up 28-7. Shotgun formation, Cooper Wilcox. He gets his snap, steps in the packet, gonna throw. Got time. Over the middle, overthrown at the 25-yard line. He had Strack open, but he threw a little too tall. Brings up 3rd down and 6. Clock stops with 2:17 to play in the third quarter. Give that O-line credit. They've given Wilcox and this running game a lot of time, a lot of holes.
Oh, yeah, they've done a real good job tonight, especially here in the second half.
Right. You know, the biggest, noticeability of that was that run by Spencer. We had a hole. He could have drove a semi through. Pistol formation, Wilcox. Twins left side. Gets a snap, gives it off to Spencer. Straight ahead. He's going to be right near a first down. They'll rule him down to the 36-yard line after a 5-yard carry. He'll be about a half-yard shy. It'll bring up 4th down and real short. Hey, man, well, goodness, he's right near the first down there.
Yeah,
man.
he's got to get half a yard here.
4th down and about a half yard. We'll see what Greenbrier decides to do. Pistol formation for Wilcox. We've never seen him under center all year long. Trying to draw him off sides. Gives it off, hitting the backfield, loose football. Clarksville's got it. Didn't matter. It's going to be a 4th down turnover anyway, but they blew that one up, and Clarksville gave them credit. They'll have the ball at their own 40. Blown up in the backfield for Clarksville. That was Pedro Martinez.
Just came right through there. Looked like untouched, yeah.
You know, you hate it, but Spencer took a lick.
He did.
He's on the sideline okay. He's tough. But, boy, Martinez came in there, and he popped him a good one.
Yeah, you can't let that happen up front on the fourth down. You know they're going to bring something.
That's right, loading the box. Somebody missed an assignment. Maybe they were outnumbered, but neither way, you got to find a way to block that. 1st and 10 now. Clarksville's got the ball after the turnover. Little end around Alvarez. Looking to throw. He's hit as he throws. That might be offensive pass interference. They're not going to call it. But I'll tell you, Jackson Hart never had a chance to pick the ball off. He was kind of falling down. Might have had some help by Stephen Morgan bringing him down a little bit. Wasn't flagrant enough, I guess, to get the call. But I'll tell you, Alvarez did not have time to throw the ball. He was hit as he threw. Great pursuit there. Not sure who that was on the hurry, though.
I don't think that guy was ready to throw a flag on anything. Unless he was going to throw one that was a blatant pass interference on the defense.
2nd down and 10. You kill me. Here we go.
That guy overloaded.
To the left side. Edgman is the signal caller. Alvarez in the backfield. Direct snap. Alvarez goes up the middle. Not much there. Well, now he keeps rumbling. He'll get out to the 38-yard line, but that'll be it. 3rd down and 8. You got to have a big 3rd down stop with 1:20 to go in the 3rd quarter.
I got to eat crow a little bit because that 4th down was after that penalty that I said wasn't going to hurt us.
Well,
you know
didn't
what I mean?
think it was going to.
I didn't.
Right. 3rd down and 8. This is a big 3rd down for Greenbrier. Really need to nip this in the bud, get a big stop. Edgman, the signal caller. Alvarez, direct snap. He's going to run it up the middle. Got room to the 45, but he's going to be shy of a 1st down by about 5 yards. Clarksville's been pushing the pile, but you wonder if they're going to go for it. 4th and 5. They're staying on the field as of right now as if they're going to go for it.
Yeah, they're going to go for it. They're in a position. They don't have anything to lose here.
4th quarter's coming up. They're going to have to snap the ball at least. Well, they don't have to snap it again, and that's not what they're going to do. They're going to let the clock run down. We're going to head to the 4th quarter. We are going to head to the 4th quarter. Still waiting just to make sure both teams are walking off the field, and I think that might do it. 28-7, the score here in the 3rd quarter. And that is going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We're going to hit a break. Greenbrier leads at 28-7. 3 quarters of football are in the books. It'll all be decided in the final 12 minutes.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
Well, here we go, Matt. 12 minutes of football left. Give us a score update across the state real quick with the guys in our conference.
So you got Harrison's up big. I think it was 42. And I
14.
Just 14. I just clicked off of it. I wasn't paying
42-14 over Alma.
35-15. Valonia's over Farmington.
Cool. Well, here we go. Big 4th down and 5. We'll get back to those scores in just a second. But this is a big play in the game. Greenbrier stops. They'll have great field possession. Here we go. Edgman gets a snap, direct snap. Alvarez going left side. They've had success there. He cuts back, but Hewitt stops him. Hewitt drops him down at the 44-yard line. Greenbrier's got the football. Great field position now.
Great job. We've had a tough time at times tonight getting wide with them on that strong side. Great job right there. We had 3 or 4 guys out there, and Hewitt was able to make that play.
Nick Hewitt is an animal, isn't he?
He is. Nick's a special ball player.
Well, Greenbrier will have it at the 45-yard line of Clarksville. Great field position, up by 3 touchdowns at 28-7 with 11:55 to go in the football game. Wilcox out on the field. Twin receivers split into the boundary. Pistol formation, Wilcox. He'll give it off the middle to Spencer, and he is not going to get much there. They'll keep pushing him forward, though. He'll get about a yard to the 46, or excuse me, to the 44.
That was Nick around the ball.
Was it Nick Hewitt?
Mm-hmm. Hey, I want to give a shout-out to H4 Fireworks. I've got some graphics that we weren't able to get in this week. We will get them in next week, but just still wanted to give them a shout-out anyway. Crockett Hackett, Ryan Hackett, great guys, Greenbrier supporters, and they've done a lot to help us this year with their fireworks.
Wilcox keeps the ball on the QB keeper. Flags are down. That might be a hold. They'll drop him at the 44-yard line. He'll get about a no gain on the carry, but it might be coming back a couple yards. We'll see the call. Might cost him 10.
Yeah. What I was going to say, though, our fireworks shows, and especially that Patriot weekend, H4 Fireworks has just really done a great job, putting on the fireworks for us, and we want to give them a big shout out. And, we want our people to give them some business. When the fireworks are for sale, go see these guys.
Certainly,
they're great guys, and the Hackett brothers, and they've been big supporters, and we appreciate them.
We certainly do. We appreciate all our supporters. We also appreciate all you guys that make this possible by watching it at home. Man, if it weren't for them, we wouldn't have any reason to do this.
No, we wouldn't.
So we appreciate you guys for all your encouragement and support as we try to make this broadcast better. We always appreciate feedback. We may not always be able to make it happen, but we do appreciate it nonetheless.
We like feedback as long as it's nice. As long as it's positive.
That's right. It was a holding call, by the way.
I've never been crazy about critical feedback.
You don't like
not good with constructive criticism.
You don't like your tail getting chewed.
No.
Here we go. Shotgun formation. Wilcox on 2nd and 20. He's going to throw into the pocket. Little screen pass into the flat. That's Hewitt. Across midfield, 45, 40, got room. To the 35, that's a 20-yard play, and that's going to be a first down.
It is.
Nick Hewitt, 20 yards.
Somebody's hurting up there. Is that Nick?
Surely not. No, it's not Nick, but it is a Greenbrier player. And I have no idea who it is over there.
I don't either.
I tell you, though, that screenplay developed well. Hewitt just rumbling for 20 yards. He's been big on both sides of the football, Matt.
Yeah, he has, man. Had a lot of protection out in front of him and able to find that crease and just take it through there. We've got somebody down right here. Look like they might be hurting pretty good.
Tell you what, let's take it to a break.
Okay.
We'll get right back.
When you bank with First Security, you're choosing real support for you and for our home state. So friends, families, and fellow Arkansans find better solutions together. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
Well, that was Dustin Hall, who was down on the plays. We're back here. It's not someone you want to lose. You never want to lose anybody.
No, but he's one of our big boys that creates a lot up front for us.
Up in the trenches. Trips to the right side. Twin receivers split to the open side. Wilcox, screen pass to Nixon. He gets to the outside. He'll dance out of bounds at the 32-yard line. That's about a 3-yard play. Brings up 2nd down and 7.
White Hall has scored to go ahead of Little Rock Christian.
White Hall's no joke.
14-10. Yeah, they're good this year.
They've got an Alabama-like defense or a Georgia-like defense.
Mm-hmm.
That might be a very unfair comparison. Georgia may not appreciate that.
It's hard to compare anybody to them.
Pistol formation, Wilcox gets the snap. He'll give it off to Hewitt. Left side, rumbling, got free. Inside the 25, 20, trying to get to the edge. Inside the 10, and they'll run him out of bounds. Down around the 5-yard line. What a carry there. 27 yards, and Greenbrier's in business.
Yeah, great run by Nick. Nick's really been good tonight. I mean, he's good every night, but tonight. He's ran the ball well. He's made big plays on defense. Just really stood out tonight.
First down and goal at the 5 with about 10:33 to play in the football game. Greenbrier trying to punch it in. They are knocking on the door. Up 28-7, trying to make it more. Pistol formation, Wilcox. Actually shotgun now. Hewitt's in the backfield with him. Gets a snap, going to keep it. Wilcox up the middle. He'll be wrapped up short of the pylon. They'll down him at the 1-yard line after a 4-yard carry. It'll bring up second down and goal with a yard to go.
Like to see just go right up the middle with Nick right here.
Second down and goal from the 1. Greenbrier trying to punch it in again. Clarksville's giving them all they can handle tonight. The score doesn't indicate it, but it's been a close game. Wilcox gets the snap. He'll keep it himself. Goes right side into the end zone. Touchdown Greenbrier. Cooper Wilcox. And again, this time from a yard out.
Or we'll take Cooper up the middle too.
A 1-yard run there. Yeah, no kidding.
Either one's fine.
A 1-yard touchdown run for Wilcox, and Greenbrier's up 34-7. And I'll tell you, we've talked about this. They've got a good football team.
They do.
They've done a nice job. Yeah, it looks like Greenbrier's winning by a big margin. And sure, we may have had a safe lead, but it hasn't seemed critically or completely like that.
Our offense has just really been good. And the defense is,
Turnage on the muffed punt. He is going to be thrown down to the 20-yard line. The snap was a little wet, I think, and Griffin couldn't handle it. No extra point.
Well, I was going to say, though, the defense has been good, especially the second half. It just kind of wore down a little at the end of the first half, and they come back here the second half, though. They're playing big.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to hit a break. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Experienced, quick, personal, and local, American Safeguard Insurance has become known for an unwavering commitment to excellence in everything they do. In their success over the past 17 years, American Safeguard Insurance has grown from a small local agency to a large agency. All your insurance needs under one roof. From auto insurance to business insurance, they've got you covered. American Safeguard Insurance emphasizes client relationships by serving customers for life, and they're proud of being exceptionally quick in handling your quotes as well as managing your claims. When disaster hits, you've got a friend just down the street. American Safeguard Insurance, excellent people delivering excellent service for excellent clients.
And we're back here inside of Matheny Field here in Clarksville. I tell you, Jake Robinson and Worcester First Baptist are having a great time tailgating tonight with the football game. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Jake Robinson for putting it together. His turnage boots the football away. It'll be taken back at the 5-yard line by Alvarez. Across the 10, 15, left side, trying to get to the 20-yard line. They'll bring him down there. A claw of Panthers, and they'll drop him at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Jake told me they were going to do the tailgate this week, and
that's pretty cool.
It's real cool, man. I got some pictures here I was showing you. They got the huge screen there. And people able to stay dry. It looks like they've kind of spread out a little bit since it quit raining, but just really cool of them to do that. We appreciate you guys, and we hope that y'all are having a blast there in Worcester supporting these Greenbrier Panthers.
Shout out to Worcester First Baptist. You're right. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and thank you to all you guys.
Absolutely.
Steve Coney's a guy we mentioned up last time. He always likes to get on the broadcast. Thatcher Strax is relative. Here we go. Clarksville's got the football at the 20-yard line. He gets a snap. But somebody jumped early. It's either on Greenbrier or them.
I think it's going to be on us.
They're lining up toward it. It is going to be. It's going to be, it looks like offsides on the defense. That'll bring up 1st and 5, the 26-yard line. I tell you, we've had such great support here at Greenbrier. We've had such great support here, Matt.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We've had so many great people. As fans, but the businesses that get behind us have been just unbelievable. So many have come in for the second year this year, or even third year, and then we've got some new ones too.
Edgman in the single wing, gets a snap, the direct snap it to Alvarez again, going left side. He'll have near a first down. It may be about a yard shy, and it brings up second down and 1. 9:43 to go, clock rolling for Clarksville. Greenbrier's up 34-7. Clock's rolling. And inevitably, Greenbrier is probably going to win this football game, barring a miracle. Well,
What's
they're
the time
still
up there?
about 9:23 to go. They're going to need 4 scores to tie it. There's definitely time. They're going to need a lot. A lot of things going their way. They switch formation. Greenbrier trying to follow it up. They might be passing here. Haven't done that a lot tonight. Edgman gets the snap. No, Alvarez goes right side.
That's a hold.
Trying to get to the edge, but he'll be brought down in the backfield by Jackson Hart.
Man, they were holding Shannon Howard as he was trying to get off the edge there.
But Jackson Hart drops him. They're actually going to give him about 3 yards. Wow. 2nd down and 7. Hart kept him from getting to the edge, though, that's for sure. 2nd and 7.
Conway rolling, man. They're 35-3 over North Little Rock.
Wow. It's impressive.
Those Wampus cats are playing some ball.
2nd down and 7. Edgman, the single wing signal caller. Alvarez, the tailback, back there with him. Edgman gets it this time, up the middle. Hit around the line of scrimmage, and he'll be brought down. That was, let's see. That was Jake Hardgrave who made the stop. And Jaime Fregoso helped on the stop as well.
Yeah, good stop right there.
3rd and 6. You know, this rain, I feel like it's been coming down at the same consistency almost from when the game finally started. It's been nice. I mean, obviously, we don't like the rain, especially when we're leaving, but it's not been too bad.
No, not at all. You know, it just kind of drizzled the first half, and it seems like it's really let up. I mean, it's drizzling a little bit now.
Yeah, but not too bad.
No, it's not.
3rd and 6, Edgman, signal caller with Alvarez. Direct snap Alvarez going left side. He's tripped up in the backfield. He might got a forward for a yard or two, but Greenbrier with the stop. That was Nick Hewitt who got in the backfield and blew it up.
35-22, Valonia over Farmington, so it's getting tighter.
Wow. 7:27 to play in the 4th quarter. 4th down. It looks like Clarksville may be punting the football away. Interesting move here. They're going to punt the football away, it appears.
Well, you know, it's just at that point here where you don't want to just give it to us right there close.
She punts it away. It'll be taken down at the 29-yard line. As she punts it away, and that's a good punt. Greenbrier will have it at their own 29-yard line.
Tell me this: you think we'll score again, or do you think we'll just?
You know, there's
I mean, here's the deal: if we just run the clock by running the ball, we're still probably going to score.
I think Greenbrier will punch it in one more time.
I'd like to get into the 40s.
6:55 to play in the 4th quarter. Yeah, certainly. You know, Valonia beat them 49-7. You'd like to look close. Scoring does really. I mean, those scores are hard to measure. Really, it doesn't.
Whole lot different kind of night tonight.
Certainly. With the rain coming down, seems to come down a little bit harder now. Here we go. Cooper Wilcox, shotgun formation. Twins to the right side, twins to the left. Low snap. Nice play, Weaver. Hands it off left side. Cuts back. Cross the 35. Rumbles to the 40.
Oh, wow. What a good run.
That's going to be near a 1st down again. They're going to move the chains. You know, I think if it's close, they're giving it.
They do, man. They don't even look at it. I mean, I don't know.
I'm not
that was
complaining.
a 1st down.
I don't think it was either.
I mean, it looked like maybe a foot.
2nd and inches, or exactly. But we were going to get it. Either way, they didn't measure. Greenbrier's got a 1st down at the 40. 6:33 to go, clock rolling. Wilcox shotgun. Gets a snap low again. Gives it off to Weaver. Makes a play. Cuts back 40 to the 45. Rumbling forward. Across midfield. Carrying tacklers. How about that? Eli Weaver all the way down to the 46-yard line into Clarksville territory.
He's special, JB.
And he's a sophomore.
He's a sophomore.
That kid is special. You know, you just hope he stays around Greenbrier for a while. Yeah. He's a good kid. Can play the game of football. How many times have we seen him where he has got a chance to be hit near the line of scrimmage or behind it, and he just makes a little something out of nothing?
You know, this group of sophomores is really good. You know, it's gonna be whether or not we can give them some good protection up front because we got a lot of seniors on this line.
That'll be the telltale next year. Shotgun Cooper Wilcox, twins to both the left and right sides. Weaver's in the backfield with him. Wilcox gets the snap, keeps it on the play action, going left side, inside the 40. Dancing around, got some room. 35-30, get a big block to the 25-20.
That's coming back.
That's going to be a
Oh,
block.
how about a
on-
block on there? Oh, yeah, that's going to be offsetting.
Wow. Clarksville really shot themselves in the foot on that one as well. Mathis.
They may throw him out of the game.
Did you see what happened?
Yeah, he hit Mathis in the back. He just came up and trucked him.
Wow. That's going to be offsetting. Should be Greenbrier football inside the red zone.
Yeah, no, it's going to come back.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we
It'll be-
definitely blindsided somebody. I mean, it was
about
illegal. If it wasn't a blindside, it was a legal block because it was a great block that we needed because it was going to keep him from getting to Cooper. It just really wrecked him. It's one of those deals. It looked real bad.
He popped him. I did see that one.
I'm telling you, man. That's a highlight film right there.
Well, it will be coming back. It'll be first and 10,
I guess it's going to be first and 10.
at the 46.
Yeah, it's going to come all the way back, doesn't it, on offsetting?
I think so. I don't know. I thought I don't remember. I think
It'll be interesting to see what this crew comes up with.
Well, they've been generous on the first downs. We'll see if they're generous on penalties. But I tell you, how about Eli Weaver? How about Nick Hewitt tonight?
Yeah.
He's had some big plays, defensive side of the ball, offensively. You know, the thing that I've noticed on that last drive, Hewitt had a couple big runs, got it inside the 5. That's what set up the easy touchdown run.
Yes.
And he's done that all year long. There's a reason he's the second leading scorer on the team, or rusher yardage-wise.
Right.
But he doesn't have a lot of touchdowns.
Just not many carries, really.
There's the call. It'll be a block in the back for Greenbrier. So it'll be a first down, Greenbrier. Ball will be placed at the 34-yard line. What it was, a block in the back on Jacob Mathis.
I'm not sure.
But then after the play,
Yeah.
it was a late hit by Clarksville, and they offset.
It wasn't after the play, though. It
Right.
was in the middle of the play.
That's what the guy said. You're right.
But I just don't know that I buy that it's supposed to be at the 34-yard line.
First and 10, 34-yard line. Greenbrier's got the football with 5:31 to play in the football game. They're up by 27. Trying to add to it here. Wilcox will be in the pistol formation. Weaver's in the backfield with him. Twins split to the boundary and open side. Wilcox steps in the packet to throw. Got time, looking right side. Wobbly pass. Open is Thatcher Strack, though. It's complete at the 6-yard line. That's a big first down. Greenbrier's inside the red zone, and they're knocking on the door once again.
That's a you just cheap shot at our guy late in the game, so we're going to throw it downfield on you.
Sure. First and 10 inside the 10-yard line now with 5:18 to go. Greenbrier's going to try to punch it in again. Wilcox setting up the play. Ball's going to be on the right hash. They'll set up twin receivers split into the open side. Single receiver to the boundary. Shotgun Wilcox. Gets a snap, low snap, loose football. Got to pick it up. They'll just jump on it back at the 25-yard line. It's been snapped quite a few low.
Well, and it's clear that they're having problems with the ball. Cooper's had a really tough time throwing the ball tonight. And we know that that's got to be the reason because Cooper doesn't ever have problems throwing the football.
Sure.
So, we've had several snaps that were tough getting back there. Even that pass by Cooper there was accurate, but it was kind of wobbly.
yeah.
So it's just we've got a wet ball.
You know the reason he threw that because he had lots of room.
yeah.
He's not going to be throwing that if he's only got a half a step on the guy in this type of weather. So we go 4:27 to go, clock rolling. That fumble pushes him back to the 23-yard line.
It's
Second
second
down and
goal.
Goal from the 23. Shotgun Wilcox going to throw. They bring a blindside blitz, makes a man miss, got a man in the end zone, Jacob Mathis, but he couldn't hang on to it. That's a good pass.
That was a great pass by Cooper, especially with pressure. But, again, it's a wet ball. Jacob just couldn't hold on to it.
That was going to be a tough catch. Mathis made the most of it, but just couldn't hang it on to it, and it brings up third down and goal for the 23-yard line. Well, I'd imagine we might see the boot from Turnage if Greenbrier's not able to punch it in right here. Here we go. Twins receivers split to both the open side and the boundary. Shotgun for Wilcox. Eli Weaver in the backfield. Wilcox gets the snap, going to throw. Got time. Steps into the pocket. Now he's flushed. He's going to be hit from behind and dropped back at the line of scrimmage. It brings up 4th down and goal, and Greenbrier is probably going to have to kick a field goal.
It'd be a pretty good kick.
It would be.
Especially in the wet weather.
It'd be a 38-yarder. Let's see what they're going to do here. 3:48 to go, clock rolling, and we'll see what they're going to do.
Be fun to see that little screen again, wouldn't it?
Sure would. Greenbrier's going to go for it. They're going to need 24 yards, really. He might have lost a yard. Yeah, he did. They're going to need 24 yards. Twin receivers to both the left and right sides. Weaver's in the backfield. Wilcox gets his snap, going to throw. He's got time, but the play's blown dead, and
they're going to call a timeout.
Clarksville calls a timeout. With 3:19 to go in the football game, timeout on the field, and we'll be right back after a word from all.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
Well, here we go. Out of the timeout, Greenbrier, 4th and goal from the 24-yard line. That big missed snap really hurts a lot.
It hurt, didn't it?
I mean, it's going to be tough to punch it in.
Be interested to see what we run right here. I am interested to see this.
They'll probably have time to throw the football. They're loading 3 box. Wilcox gets the snap, and he's got time. Steps into the pocket. Now he's in trouble, and he's sacked. He just got sacked on a 3-man front. Good coverage there from Clarksville. Man, they made a most of that. It was Chris Taylor who came in and got the sack. Wow. Turnover on downs, and
that's a tough position to be in right there. They know you're throwing. They're probably, I wasn't paying attention before snap, but they probably had a prevent. Probably had 3 deep, a couple in the middle, and, he's just trying to buy as much time as he can to find somebody open in the end zone, because you got to get to the end zone.
Give Clarksville credit. They definitely rushed in and gave him not much time at all with that 3-man front. Here we go. 3:16 to go in the football game. Greenbrier's up by 27. They'll give it off to the left, up the middle. That's Edgman. He's across midfield. 1 man to beat. That's Bernard. He's going to take it to the house. The 20, the 10, 5, and Clarksville, just like that, has cut it down to a 20-point game. He fooled everybody, including myself.
Yeah.
Wow. They looked like they're going left side. There was only 2 guys trying to wrap up Edgman. He got into the secondary, and it was 1 man to beat. And just like that, he takes it 76 yards to the house.
Yeah. They've been I don't think they've ran that play tonight. I think that's the first time we've seen that, because they did go everybody left and went out right with it.
Well, she's on to attempt the extra point with 3:02. Loose football. Greenbrier's going to get it. It's going to stay 34-13. So Greenbrier, after that, wow, that was a big run there from Edgman. 76 yards to the house, big chunk yards. They're going to be kicking an onside kick here with 3:02 to go.
You'd certainly expect it.
Certainly would, Matt. Any big scores around the state we need to know about?
Morrilton beating Pea Ridge 40-0.
Woo.
Morrilton coming back after getting beat pretty good by us last week. Let's see. Farmington's pushed back a little bit. It's 42 to, I think it was 21. So they were making it a game. It was closer than that. 43-22. It was closer than that. Farmington Valonia just scored. Harrison beating Alma 42-21, which that's a little closer than we that it looked like it was going to be early.
Sure. But maybe second half, clock's rolling off. They might have the backups in. I don't know. Here we go. Probably going to be an onside kick here from Shee. That's actually not Shee lining up to kick the football. They've got Alex Ramirez doing it. Now Shee comes over. They're doing a lot of misdirection. They're looking for the onside. It'll be Ramirez who kicks it. Nice onside kick. Bumps up. Clarksville, nope. Greenbrier's got it at the 48-yard line. Great recovery there. That might have been Jackson Harp who made the catch.
I think it might have been Keaton Whitley.
Was it Whitley?
I thought it was number 3.
Really? I honestly was
wait,
watching.
Three's Bernard, though, isn't it? Isn't 3 Bernard or Whitley?
2 is Matthew Bernard. I think
Yeah,
Whitley's
3's Whitley.
3.
Yeah, I get him confused. Yeah, I think that was Whitley.
They'll have the ball at the 48-yard line. Pistol formation for Cooper Wilcox. Yeah, Clarksville had 34 guys dress out tonight.
Is that right?
Yeah, for a 5A school. They'll hand it off up the middle. Hewitt lost the football momentarily, got it back. He'll rumble to the 45-yard line. You can tell there's a problem for everybody.
Yeah, we're really having a tough time getting a snap.
And they are as well. They had one earlier. They'll down him at the 46-yard line. Second down and about long 3, short 4. With 2:40 to go in the football game. Greenbrier's up by 21. They're taking their time. Greenbrier wants to milk this clock, get out of here with the win, improve to 2-0 in conference play before Harrison next week.
That's right.
Pistol formation for Cooper. Twins to both the left and right sides. Gets the snap, gives it off to Hewitt. Hitting the backfield. It'll be dropped right there. He'll move forward maybe. Wow, they're going to down him. The 47. Wow. They did not give him forward progress at all.
Not at all.
Brings up third down. Let's say he lost a yard. 3rd and 5. Under 2 minutes to go, and Greenbrier's going to try to milk this clock down and get a win. 1:50 to go. They are letting that clock roll all the way down. They don't want Clarksville to have the ball anymore tonight. Shotgun now for Wilcox. Trips to the left side, single receiver to the boundary. Wilcox hands it off to Hewitt, left side. Getting some blocks, cuts back, got a first down. Lowers his shoulder down to the 38-yard line. That's a first down, moves the sticks. And with 1:22 to go, Greenbrier's trying to milk out this clock and get out of here with a win.
I think that's just about going to do it. Isn't it? How much is left?
1:20. They stop the clock to move the chains.
They'll have to run it one more time at least.
Clarksville doesn't seem like they're going to be calling a timeout. Guess we'll find out.
Wish we'd throw one. Deep.
Sure. It looks like victory formation now.
Victory formation it is.
Wilcox in the victory formation. Isn't that the best formation in football?
Yes, sir, it is. If you're on the winning team.
Wilcox gets the snap. He needs it just about right when he catches it. And Greenbrier's only going to do snap it one more time with 40 seconds to go in the football game. They just got to snap it one more time, and Greenbrier's going to improve to 5-0 on the year, 2-0 in conference play, Matt. And the big test will be next week on the road at Harrison.
Yeah, it certainly will, JB.
They'll snap it one more time, and that is going to do it. Greenbrier improves to 5-0 on the year as the teams shake hands. The coaches will meet at midfield. Greenbrier wins it 34-13 on the road here in Clarksville on a rainy, rainy day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Great win. Wasn't pretty necessarily the whole game, but on a nasty night, we got it done.
Well, guys, because of the delay and all things going, we're going to try to wrap up the broadcast and get out of here. So we're going to hit a break. When we come back, we'll have the the post-game stats, player of the game, and then we'll wrap up the broadcast.
When you choose First Security, banking is just the beginning. Here, we take care of each other, making the community we all share even stronger. so people in Arkansas can build a life, buy a home, run a business, and more. Strength in numbers and neighbors. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
Insurance policies can be confusing. Oftentimes you settle for the minimum coverage required without considering what truly needs to be protected. At American Safeguard Insurance, our job is to make sure you understand exactly what you need. We'll help protect your assets and get you the best price so you have peace of mind when it matters most. Whether it's actively looking for savings or gaps in coverage, we forge personal relationships necessary to give you confidence that you're covered no matter what the situation. Don't wait for the worst case scenario to find out if you're covered. Experience more coverage, more savings, and more service with American Safeguard Insurance.
What do you do when you have electrical problems? Need new electrical installation? Or need to add security and datacom to your home or office? I tell you what I do. I call Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, a family-owned and ran business with over 70 years combined experience, specializing in residential, commercial, and industrial service. No matter the job, how big or small, just give them a call at 501-679-3393. Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom. They'll keep the lights on.
Hello, this is Freeman Collier with Collier Roofing, right here in Greenbrier, Arkansas. We are a master certified roofing company. We do shingle roofing, metal roofing, and seamless gutters. If there's a project you have coming up, please call us at 501-733-5163. Go Panthers!
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
Well, welcome back inside of Matheny Field here in Clarksville. Greenbrier wins it 34-13 to improve to 5-0, 2-0 in conference play. Clarksville drops to 1-4, 0-2 in conference play. I tell you, Matt, we're trying to wrap it up quick.
Yeah, let's do it quick because we gotta get packed up in the rain and drive home in the rain.
So give us those halftime
All
stats,
right.
and we'll look at
We'll do the
post game.
Yeah, we're going to do the final stats.
Yeah, not the halftime.
Greenbrier 27 first downs to Clarksville 17. We ran the ball 39 times for 221 yards. They ran it 50 times for 223 yards. We had 5.7 per rush. They had 4.5. We threw the ball 14 times, completed 9 of them. No interceptions. 1 touchdown, is that right, I believe? Yep, it was 1 touchdown. They threw it 4 times, completed 1, no touchdowns. We had 125 yards passing to their 23. So total plays, 53 plays for Greenbrier, 346 yards of offense. The Clarksville Panthers, 54 plays, 246 yards of offense. 6.5 per play for the Panthers of Greenbrier, 4.6 for the Panthers of Clarksville. Both teams had 1 turnover. That's pretty much it for the team stats. And then we get over here into our player stats.
Individual, yeah.
So Cooper Wilcox, 9 for 14, throwing the ball, 125 yards, 1 touchdown, and 0 interceptions to continue that streak for 5 games, no interceptions. Reed Nixon with 5 catches tonight, 39 yards. Thatcher Strack, 2 catches, 35 yards. Jacob Mathis had a catch for 32 yards and a touchdown. Nick Hewitt, 1 catch for 19 on the screen pass. 4 rushing tonight. Nick Hewitt, 12 carries, 88 yards. Cooper Wilcox, 17 carries, 76 yards. And then looks like Dawson Spencer carried the ball 3 times for 17 yards. I've got Elijah Weaver carrying it 1 time for 14 yards, but he had more carries than that and more yards than that. So I don't know.
He had about 4 carries.
Yeah, so that's not right there, but that's for the most part it is. So tonight's player of the game. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready, man. I'm ready. There's a couple guys that I can think of, but I think there's one that's been a long time coming.
I do. Yeah, I've been waiting for this one. He's just so valuable on both sides of the ball. He doesn't always get the big numbers.
And quite honestly, probably could have already won it a time or two before.
Sure. But tonight's
player,
American Safeguard Insurance, Harps Foods player of the game is going to go to number 15, Nick Hewitt.
Nick the man-child Hewitt.
Yeah. Touchdown run tonight, 88 yards on 12 carries, several tackles on defense, along with 1 huge tackle on 3rd down when they tried to get – it was 4th down. When they tried to get wide, and he was out there and made the play. Great game by Nick Hewitt. He is our American Safeguard Insurance Harps Food Player of the game. Nick Hewitt, go to Harps and get your steaks. That is $100 of steaks to feed your family. But we also have another award.
We do.
The Bleacher Bling Big Play of the Game, $25 gift certificate to Bleacher Bling, going to none other than Jacob Mathis. Big play, second score of the game.
Yeah.
Turnover. We get a force a turnover, and Cooper throws a beautiful pass to Jacob into the end zone, and that's going to be our big play of the game.
It was after a turnover.
That's right.
It was a fumble to the backfield. They muffed it, I believe, and then the next play was a 32-yard strike.
I think we stopped them on 4th down, wasn't it? It might have been a fumble. I don't know. But anyway,
32-yard touchdown.
32-yard touchdown pass. So that is our player of the game, our stats, and our big play of the game, and that's going to wrap us up, isn't it, JB?
It sure is, Matt. It's been a pleasure. It's been fun. Greenbrier wins it tonight, 34-13. We hope you guys had fun tonight. Stay safe. Next week's a big matchup, Matt, against Harrison on the road.
Oh, yeah,
they were picked to win the conference, and they're no joke.
Last week they lost their first conference game in 3 years.
Wow, to Farmington.
Who made it close tonight with
Bologna.
It looks like Bologna's going to pull that one out. But, yeah, big game next week. We need to go up there and beat those Goblins to stay for 6-0 and in charge of our own destiny.
It's going to be a challenge, but we're excited. That's going to do it for us tonight, though. We thank you so much for joining us. I'm JB Brazil alongside me, Matt McJunkins, and for my partners running the camera and the Slink Studio, Daniel Hillian and Mike Bowen. We're saying so long from Clarksville, where tonight Greenbrier improves to 5-0 and 2-0 in conference play as they take home the win on the road at Clarksville, 34-13. We'll see you next time.